Little bit of dry time on Sunday, but think an unsettled day. 85 for the high. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
We've got sunshine and 82 downtown at the Arch. I'm Michael Calhoun, KMOX News.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Good afternoon, St. Louis, DGS 104.1 FM KMOX. Happy Friday. Happy Juneteenth. Happy early Father's Day to everybody.
Oh, yeah. Happy Father's Day to you guys.
I wished everybody happy Father's Day last Friday as I was signing off Redbird Rush Hour.
Perfect.
Yeah, because I thought it was last weekend.
It's just a general blessing. You know?
Yeah, maybe that's my new sign off every day.
Happy Father's
Day, everybody, just in case I missed you 6 months ago.
Yes, you're used to not having your daughter around.
Or anyone, for that matter. I'm used to not being around my parents.
Yeah.
I haven't lived where my parents lived since I was in college.
Yeah.
So I'm used to not being around mom or dad on Mother and Father's Day, and I'm used to now I am. My kid, since she went to college, I'm used to that. Yeah.
Did you think about try to make it back to Detroit, or were you like a goner once you went to Miami?
I never really planned one or the other. Like, it wasn't I'm never going back. It was just, the path took me where it did.
Yeah.
First the path took me to Chicago, then it took me here.
Rach, how about you? Did you, when you were younger, did you just kind of assume you'd grow up in Grafton, or were you like, I'm gonna cross that river?
That's such a good question. I feel like I thought I would maybe cross the river and be over here eventually, but I've never really considered moving away from St. Louis area in a serious way. I'm open to it. It's never been like a thing that I was planning on or like, it's just never really come up. It's like, I live.
I really never considered it. Like when I was young, I just knew I would, like maybe I'll make it a Bethalto. Yeah. But then when I went to law school at WashU, my mom and dad literally cried and screamed at me because
you crossed the river.
Yeah, it's like, well, you'll be dead in a month, that kind of thing.
Man.
And then living in Alaska, really, and then going to Europe.
Yeah.
I went to Europe for a few months, and I learned Phoebe's having an adventure out of town this summer. And I can tell it's like when I went to Europe, I grew up so much just having to face all that stuff, and you're with your buddies, and people are trying to steal your stuff, and protecting each other, and finding your way around Paris, and it's pretty weird going from South Roxana to Paris.
Mm-hmm. So. The only thing I could say that I knew coming out of high school that I wanted to go to college somewhere else. Like, I knew that. It wasn't like I need to get as far away as I can. That wasn't the point. But it was, I don't want to be in my own backyard.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if that was smart or stupid or whatever, but I will say it worked out okay.
Yeah, I've told the story so many times, but when I was at WashU and I met all these people who had great undergrad stories, and I just decided if I ever have kids, they're gonna experience this.
Yeah.
They're gonna go away. They're gonna live in a dorm. They're gonna live in a crappy house. And
I wanted my kid to go somewhere. I didn't want her to go like light years away, but I did want her to learn. Like have that experience of being somewhere where you're just you. You don't have to worry about me. You don't have to come visit us every 2 weeks or whatever. I would like to have been closer. Been nice to make visits instead of a 9-hour drive. If it's a 3-hour drive, I would have definitely taken more advantage of that.
Yeah.
So there's a downside to it, but I still think there's a value to what Phoebe's getting to do at KU, to what my kid got to do at Bama. Like I think there's value to being on your own, but it doesn't mean it's all important. It's every kid's a little different. I thought my kid needed that. Some kids don't need it. Some kids are different. I thought I needed it when I was a kid.
Yeah. Nick went to Mizzou, and it was kind of perfect. Because he didn't get homesick. He loved college. He loved being there. But he was like an hour and 20 minutes away, if he needed to be.
For me as a student, that would have been too close to my parents.
Yeah, and it was too close for Phoebe.
Okay,
she wanted to be far enough away that she couldn't
For me
come
as
home.
a parent, I would have been cool with that.
Yeah.
I would have been like, all right, yeah, we can do that. Dropping you off at school at the beginning of each year and picking you up is only an hour and a half. Boom. That's great.
I remember being in the Greek islands on my European trip, and it just hit me one time. I think I was talking to my mom and dad on a payphone, and it just hit me like, man, if I had to get home, it would take me a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm really far away.
Mm-hmm.
It was a strange feeling.
Yeah.
But somehow liberating, too.
Being in a totally different time zone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not even like, oh, I'm an hour ahead, but when it's like, hey, it's morning there and it's night here, that is an odd feeling.
Did you, so you're usually in Japan like a week and a couple days,
About
right?
10, it's usually about 10 days.
Do you acclimate to the time change?
I'm the wrong person to ask because my sleep is so weird anyway.
Yeah.
You know, like by the time I get back, it does feel strange again. Like,
yeah.
But I think a lot of that is being on the flight and like losing and gaining hours on the flight. That really messes you up. I don't know. When I'm over there, it's like I do usually try to sleep at night. I spend many hours in the night awake, but no. I mean, I would probably have to be there like a couple of weeks to truly acclimate to it.
Andrew's off today. Everyone's off but us.
This is his third Friday off in a row.
Yeah, I clocked that.
Yeah.
Has not gone unnoticed.
Yeah.
And if I sound bitter, it's because I kind of am.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I mean, he
hope
could
has
have
a
just
great day.
came in.
Yeah. On his own time
if he
and
cared
dime.
about the show.
If he actually like was our friend, then maybe he would have showed us that today. But
if he cared about the show.
I guess we mean nothing to him. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
We're just side quests.
Yeah. NPCs.
Is Dave wearing a Morton Salt t-shirt?
Nope.
Yep.
Yeah, he is. It says salty.
When you said nope, I took you seriously for a second. I'm like, wait a minute. I stared at that shirt at lunch today. I'm like, you have a salt shirt.
He's gaslighting you.
I have kind of an interesting thought. We'll see where these things go. I could be completely wrong, but it just kind of struck me last night that we love things in this life that are bad for us. Cigarettes, fast food, alcohol, drugs, rotting on the couch, sex where you shouldn't be. Like, we're drawn to that. Do you think that we're drawn to it because it's across the line? We know it's bad for us and we romanticize it. Otherwise, like thinking evolutionarily, because I think very much based on evolution, like, oh, that's why this and that's why that and that's why you do this, that's why you do that. But why would it behoove this species to love things that are bad for us? Like, why is our tongue set up to love fat and salt and sugar when that's not great?
Well, because you do need some of that in order to survive, right? Like, you need to do. It was beneficial for us to eat fats. You just can't have too much. I don't know. My mind is just going to our conversation with the priest and the rabbi last week, and they were both kind of talking about like the shallow pleasures of life versus like the things that actually have depth. And a lot of those things that are like instant gratification, they start out so great, but kind of the deeper you go into that, the less return you get and the more I don't know. I think there's something just to be learned there that's like applying yourself and dedicating yourself to something is ultimately valuable and like good for the human spirit. And just seeking constant thrills and constant pleasure is, you get why people want to do that, but it doesn't ever actually help you in the long run. As far as evolutionarily, I'm not sure why, but
yeah. Did I just put fully deconstructed?
Somebody did.
I did.
Oh, you did that?
I clicked because it doesn't let me read the post unless I click on it for some reason. This is the first day it's ever done that.
Okay.
I'll come take a look at it.
I actually did something.
Yeah, something's goofy if that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
So I think everything that we have in that regard is evolutionarily wired into our brains, right? So why are we drawn to those things? Because all of those things in some way, shape, or form are rooted in survival. Food is survival. Your body, your brain, the chemicals that your brain puts out when you eat makes you happy, so you want more of that happy. And then that same thing is true for sex. The same thing is true for fun. If fun is laying on the couch or riding a roller coaster or whatever, it's all about how we're wired to survive. And now you can always go too far on those things, right? Like as Rach pointed out, in the days when we evolved, we needed fat. We needed as much of it as we could get because we burned so many calories because it was an active life. It was a survival type thing.
Yeah.
So I think that's just the way we are. It's our chemistry.
I'm getting yelled at by Trish Gazelle right now. She said, "You're making my whole point about cleaning the bathroom and doing chores. You argued with me about this." So, like, she was kind of, and I remember she and I having this discussion, and I don't disagree with her. Her point, as I remember it, was like, why don't we take as much pleasure in cleaning the bathroom as we do in laying on the couch and not cleaning the bathroom?
Mm-hmm.
Why isn't that? Why don't we? Is it that we're not taught? If our parents did a Tom Sawyer on us and said, "Oh, you're not going to paint this fence. That's way too much fun." You're like, "Please let me paint the fence." Because mowing the grass was like that for me. My dad stewed me because I begged him to mow the grass. It just looked so cool and fun. And within 20 seconds of doing it the first time, I'm like, I've been hornswoggled.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
I think what we don't like is boring, repetitive action. Jeez. We don't like boring, repetitive actions. We like change. We like new things. And a thing that's repetitive and boring that requires no effort, laying on the couch, is a little different than something that's repetitive and boring that requires some effort.
Mm.
Right? I mean, it requires effort to clean something, and I think that's the difference.
Yeah. Is it really hot in here?
I mean, it's a little bit hot, yeah. A little bit hot. And it's unfortunately 85 outside, so it's not going to help to open. But, yeah, it's a little smoky in here.
I thought so.
Well, it's not really smoky. It's steamy.
Thought I clocked it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you guys about my friends at Neovitin. I'm just going to make every live I do today, I'm going to make it so simple because it's Friday and it's hot in here. Neovitin is a multivitamin that was created by my friend Dr. Ken Ribicki when he was battling pancreatic cancer, which, as many of you sadly know, has a very small, 1 or 2% survival rate. And he was always very careful, Dave. Never let people think that Neovitin cured my cancer. It didn't. It simply gave him the energy that he needed to continue being a doctor and run marathons and things like that. So when he beat cancer, he decided to market this. I think Schnucks was the first place that took him in, almost 20 years ago now. And just has been very, very successful. Now they're in regional, Chicago and Iowa and things like that. It's very simple. It's not fancy. It is, according to our doctors and scientists, exactly the vitamins that you need in the proper proportions, nothing that you don't need. And for those of you who, like me, have genetic high cholesterol, we need omega-3 fish oils, and Neovitin has that. My doctor gave me some very expensive fish oil supplements, and I'll be honest with you, I couldn't take them. It's just like swallowing a bluegill. So this has everything you need, nothing that you don't. A portion of every sale is going to go to cancer research. You can order it online at neovitin.com. You can get it locally at Schnucks and Deerbergs.
Let me tell you something about insurance. When you sign your insurance policy, for some brokers, that's the finish line. Handshake, commission, done. Then you may not hear from them again until it's time for renewal. But your business runs all year, so do the gaps and the risk. So go to supersure.com. If your company has more than 25 employees, whether you're the owner, CFO, or HR manager, it can be too complex to just go buy a policy online. Supersure is the super agency built for you, licensed in every state for your business insurance and employee benefits, all with year-round support for you and your team. At supersure.com, you can access tools like fine print facts. It'll translate your current policy into plain English so you see what's covered and what's not. Plus a business value calculator so you can estimate what your business is worth so you know what actually needs protecting. Go to supersure.com. One super agency, one powerful platform, all your policies in one place. Supersure.com. That's supersure.com. Paid for by Supersure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
This is Jordan Walker. Celebrate Black Heritage Day, presented by your quality Ford dealers on Sunday, June 28th at Busch Stadium. This special culture and community event honors the impact, history, and legacy of the Black community in baseball and beyond. With a special themed ticket, you'll receive an exclusive Cardinals jersey designed by Corey Rogers. And don't miss a special heritage celebration in Budweiser Terrace before the game. Details and tickets at cardinals.com/theme.
The weekend starts here. Grab your crew and kick it off at Friday Night Live at Busch Stadium. Every Friday night home game, Budweiser Terrace turns into the hottest happy hour in the Lou with $5 beers, $5 hot dogs, $7 margaritas, live music, and more all game long. Meet up with friends, soak in the energy, and keep the night going with baseball under the lights. Good vibes, great deals, your new Friday tradition. Get tickets now at Cardinals.com.
America is turning 250 this year, and Circa Sports is celebrating by offering all users in Missouri $250. For everyone in Missouri, all you have to do is deposit $250 on your Circa Sports app, then play through that deposit. Once you do, Circa Sports will reward you with $250 right in your account. This is available for everyone in Missouri, new and existing users. Celebrate 250 years and find out more at circasports.com today. Must be 21 or older and in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
A common question I receive is, how is the market right now? It just seems so volatile. Hi, I'm Christina Straight, owner of Straight Realty. If you want to buy or sell but feel overwhelmed by the whiplash of the market, then let's talk. With over 23 years as a broker, I have the exact experience you need to help you navigate this tricky market. Call me at 314-441-4444. 314-441-all-4s. And remember, why pay more than two?
Commissions are not regulated and are negotiable. Straight Realty is a licensed broker in the state of Missouri.
Still here, still trusted. The voice of St. Louis, KMOX.
Welcome back, DGS and KMOX. Happy Friday, 121. Yeah, this next thing I'm about to say, oh, shoot, where did it go? Darn it. Oh, man, I had something. Oh, now I got it back.
All right.
This is how it starts. This is what it looks like.
No.
We all do.
Oh, yeah.
It's
we
hot
all
in
do
here.
it,
This is
Dave.
clearly it.
I mean, I forgot that I was supposed to jump on with the Gas House Gang today at the time that I was. I knew I was supposed to do it, but I thought I was supposed to do it a half hour later. So.
Yeah, you were weird at lunch.
Well, yeah, because my phone was blowing up. First of all, I had 6 different people texting me all these things, and then realized that I got it wrong. I thought I was joining Claves and Ronj at 12:30, when in reality it was 12 to 12:30. I'm smart.
Oh, you had 6 people texting him, Mr. Popular.
Oh, no. God, please. I wish it was more popularity.
So here's what I was going to say. You ever stop and think about how we actually know so little? Like, I don't know that Finland's really there.
Yeah, you just got to trust.
Yeah.
Hey, it could be big globe, big map that's lying to you.
I mean, it's possible.
Yeah.
There are whole ass countries that I don't know for sure are there. And so you think about all the other stuff that people say, and I'm a big repeater. It's kind of what I do for a living. I read stuff, and then I tell you guys about it, and we discuss it. And for the most part, we just accept it. Like I've always said, I think it's really possible that, like, my great-nephew Jacob just earned his PhD.
Ah, congratulations to him.
Well,
it's wonderful.
Don't get too excited because it's all fake. I think when you get your PhD, you get your thesis passed and the whole thing, and they crown you or hood you, whatever they do, and then all your professors and mentors go, okay, now we can tell you. It's all fake. We make all this stuff up. And those idiots down there have no idea. I don't think this is real. I don't think that's really how it is. But when you really think about it, we don't independently verify most of what we learn in this world. We just go, okay.
Yeah, but we have the experts who independently verify it, I suppose.
The fake experts. The PhDs.
Man, now you're sounding like the flat earthers.
Again, I'm not saying it's real. I'm just saying we live based on trust a lot. Like, I am in no way an anti-vaxxer. But, you go to these guys, and they're like, what you need? Crestor. And you're like, okay, put it in my mouth. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I take everything rectally, but
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
It's like,
just
I
easier
guess,
that way. I guess
it's more
right?
effective.
Yeah.
Started that with St. Joseph baby aspirin as a kid.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Basically. My mom just found me put them in my butt.
Yeah, I watch Jeopardy every day. I love Jeopardy. And all the time I'm like, I could totally be on this show because I do okay with a lot of the categories.
Mm-hmm.
But then they'll hit like a geography category, and I have, most of the time, I have no idea what's going on.
But I mean, the way you're describing it, Dave, we have to operate that way because nobody can know everything independently on their own. It's impossible.
Which is, if
which is why there are doctors and lawyers, and everybody's got their own field.
And you think about it, going back to our ancient ancestors, which you guys know I'm obsessed with, it was necessary.
Yeah.
That if Blowbore walks up and says there's a herd of bison about 10 miles that way, you didn't have the time or energy to go verify. You're like, okay, I'm going to take him at his word.
Yeah, because if we were all independently verifying things, we wouldn't have a society.
Wouldn't make any progress.
And humanity would not
we wouldn't
be
have survived.
where we are now. Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's going back to last segment. It's one of our base instincts is to work together. It's how human beings came to control and dominate the planet. If we didn't work together way back in the beginning out of necessity, then we wouldn't be what we are.
Yeah. Here's a factoid for you. I just had this today in my show prep. We all have heard many times that sitting is terrible for you. Get up, stand up, walk around, exercise. The more you sit, the sooner you're going to die. New study came out and said, there's a fine line there. Yeah. People who don't sit enough end up dying even faster.
Uh-huh.
So
you got to, it's just like everything else, right? Then do everything in balance.
Mm-hmm.
It is amazing that we are that, right? Like everything's balance. Too much water will kill you. Not enough water will kill you. Just right? Okay, you're good. And I know there's a range of just right. It's not very perfect.
Are you guys also getting these ads for like the posture correction things?
No.
Okay, it's like, it's not a backpack you put on, but it
looks like a backpack. I've seen those.
And
yeah,
it like pushes your shoulders back.
Pushes the shoulders back.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I've worried about everything in this world. I've never given 1 second of thought to my posture.
Your posture's pretty good.
Oh,
I've
there you
never
go.
looked at Dave and thought like, poor posture over there. You're doing pretty well. I have a tendency to slump, especially here at work because of the way the board's set up.
Well, that's the thing. You're right. There's so much set up in workspaces where it's like you're hunched over.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of that stuff can come from. And look, the way we do things, like if you sit in bed and look at your phone, you're in a weird position.
Mm-hmm.
You just are. Your body's not meant to sit that way. And I've found that I've had to like adapt to how I sit. You're not. If you hold your phone the way that most people do, you're going to get elbow problems. You're going to get nerve pinches. You're going to get weird things. You got to find places that are more comfortable without that pressure. Mm-hmm. Not easy.
So they say.
And when you're 30, it's
Yeah,
like whatever.
apparently.
Everything's fine when you're 30. It doesn't matter.
Maybe
when
it's true.
When you're
I
20,
don't know. It doesn't feel fine.
yeah, when you're 25, you're just like whatever. I don't even think about anything. I'm just just blow through the day. It's fine. Now it's like, if I sit this way for too long, I won't be able to feel my foot. Better move.
Yeah, I will like try to move in a way I've moved in the past, and then my body is like, no, don't do that ever again.
Isn't that
Try playing baseball when you're 61.
Isn't that one of the great wake-up calls?
Yes.
It's like you go to just like instinctively do something, and when you do it, it's a physical stop sign.
Yes.
Your body just goes, nope.
It's like, you're about to snap your spine if you're not careful.
The famous video of me ripping my quad last year.
Yes, it's exactly the example. Like every one of us has been there.
It took 40 seconds to get to first base.
Yeah.
I was just like Scooby-Doo, like in a dream, like running in sand. Terrible.
Oh, man.
I'll tell you guys about my friend Mike at Michael's Baths. He's just done great. He's done great. I kind of knew like the first time I met with him that, okay, you just have to get out of the way on this one. Let Michael do the selling. He has a great service. He has great products. People are going to like him. People are going to trust him. And like my new friend Ben Barnett at Timberline, they're the same kind of guys. And if, no shade to anybody, but if you grew up in Ladue or Webster or Kirkwood, maybe didn't know as many guys like this. Every guy that I grew up with, dads and stuff, were this guy. Where if they're good men, they look you in the eye, they give you a firm handshake, their word is their bond, you don't need a contract, they tell you something that's going to happen. That's how Mike is. And so he has just perfect feedback and ratings on his bathroom remodels. He goes against Bath Fitter and 3-Day Kitchen and Bath literally every day. He beats them most of the time because he has better products, all made in the USA. Those are not. Local men and women who he has specifically picked out, interviewed, hired, and trained to do the bathroom remodeling his way. And he's 30 to 50% less expensive. So the kind of check, done and done. 636-775-0800 or michaelsbaths.com.
It's 1:29. This time check is sponsored by Paramount Men's Medical Center.
The thing that you need in the morning, when you first wake up.
Total Information AM.
I like to be informed with the news and like to know, like in the mornings, I like to know what's going on.
Debbie Monterey, Megan Lynch, Tom Ackerman.
It's always smart to know what's going on.
Your morning news and information.
The national and local news.
Weather.
Sports.
I like the traffic reports.
Total Information AM.
I listen to it in the mornings, so it really gets me going.
Total Information AM. Weekdays 5 to 9 on the voice of St. Louis, KMOX.
Here's Dave Murray's weather forecast.
It's a good-looking Friday afternoon around town. Plenty of sunshine, and we'll take 84 degrees. Humidity levels fairly comfortable. Tonight, partly cloudy, upper 70s this evening, 66 for the low. Enjoy. The weekend, Father's Day weekend, and summer officially begins early on Sunday morning. Saturday, partly sunny, 86, no concerns. Saturday night, clouds take over. There'll be a couple of showers and thunder showers around, especially late night, but limited. Sunday, Father's Day, periods of showers and thunderstorms. Severe weather will be pretty hard to find, but there could be some heavy downpours, and I think we'll squeeze out a little bit of dry time on Sunday. But think an unsettled day, 85 for the high. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
If you are looking for a place for independent living for older adults, the place is Fairwinds River's Edge in St. Charles. It was voted U.S. News and World Report's best independent living for 5 consecutive years. They have social events for the residents there, wellness programs. Just go to fairwindsriversedge.com. Schedule a tour and hear about all of the great new updated spaces, all the dining, the social events, the best. fairwindsriversedge.com.
Get ready for laughs and adventure with Gilbert and Sullivan's The Pirates of Penzance. Join Opera Theater of St. Louis from May 23rd to June 27th for a high-energy tale of romance, comedy, and clever mischief. Follow a young pirate as he leaves the ship behind for crazy hijinks on land as he searches for true love. It's a wild ride for the whole family, full of fun, duty, and destiny. Tickets start at just $25. For tickets and more information, visit experienceopera.org.
I'm Tom Ackerman with this month's Siteman Cancer Center Spotlight, Skin Cancer Awareness this summertime, and we're joined by Dr. Aubriana McAvoy, a WashU medicine surgeon.
Skin cancer is both common, but in many cases preventable. So you don't need to live in fear of the sun, but small habits really matter, like wearing sunscreen, protecting your children, and paying attention to any changes in your skin.
For more information, visit siteman.washu.edu.
Get inside your Redbirds in the 2026 season every Tuesday at noon. It's All Access with Cardinals manager Ollie Marmol on your voice of the Cardinals, KMOX.
Welcome back, DGS on KMOX. You know how the other day I was going off on people who ride their bikes on the street?
Yeah.
There are 3 other groups of people I'm done with.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Okay.
Show them who has a radio show and who doesn't right
Yeah,
now.
that's right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I do.
Get a big old flex.
Get them.
I am done with what I would call gotcha influencers. Like the guy who is pushing Seinfeld to say free Palestine, the people who film outside your business, and you go out there and say,
the auditors.
I'm going to call the cops. And they're like, call the cops because blah, blah, blah.
The
it's
free
like,
speech auditors.
Yes,
yeah,
like, I get it, but just go outside and practice falling down.
Amen.
You're so friggin' annoying. Subset to that, sovereign citizens.
Oh, man.
To the moon, dude.
Oh,
just
my
send them all to the moon.
God, can you all just be
rules
sovereign?
don't apply to me.
I will put you all in an island.
Good. Go live in the middle of nowhere if you want to be on your own. That's how that works.
Yes.
If you want to be with the rest of us, then you pay taxes for the roads and the garbage pickup and everything else. Otherwise, go off into the wilderness and you can be your own sovereign citizen. You're
Thank
fine
you.
there. Yeah.
Thank you.
Go live in the middle of nowhere.
F off.
Yes.
And then my third category, door-to-door people. It's 2026. I will shoot you in the face if you try to sell me siding one more time. Or if the Mormons show up and what, it's like, it's 2026. Don't come to my house unless I invite you.
Yeah.
And even if I do invite you, I probably don't mean it. So maybe don't come to my house under that circumstance either. But people who just knock on your door and you see these videos, I've had them do it at my house, but you see these videos of these people, and there's a reason you're a door-to-door salesman, because you're an aggressive a-hole, and they'll knock, 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 and, you know, now we can all talk through our Ring cameras like, yeah, not interested. Well, just let me leave a card. I'm telling you, not interested. Well, let me just, blah, blah, blah. Oh.
It's also
Release the hounds.
It's got to be in the modern time in 2026 the least efficient way to market your business.
They still do it though.
I know.
Someone's got to be buying siding.
I mean, like, you're way better off hitting social media all over the place. You're way better off doing something like that than knocking on doors. Where, look, what percentage of the doors is anybody even going to answer? And of those that answer, how many of them are going to be a yes?
Yeah, but then you hit those people who have a hard time saying no to your face.
Ugh.
Like, have you guys? I know Wheeler's answer, but Dave, have you ever bought anything just because you didn't feel like you could say no?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wheels, I'm assuming you have never done that.
Only for kids. Like, you know,
Yeah,
kids
well,
coming by,
that's
they're
different.
selling, you know, Girl Scout cookies, or, hey, we're selling candy bars for our football team. I'll always do that.
I mean,
But it's also not a real investment, right?
Right, for sure.
It's not like a roofing company selling me a roof.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot better, but especially when I was younger, if I went into like a boutique or something, I was like, well, I have to buy something. I can't just go in here and look around and leave.
Yeah.
I have to buy something. So I think a lot of times, if you're still doing door to door in this day and age, you're kind of, I hate to use the word preying on, but maybe you're counting on those people who are like, well, I don't, some people don't know how to close a sale. Some people don't know how to get out of the sale. Like they're in from the beginning. So
yeah.
Yeah, I had a solicitor in my neighborhood earlier this week, actually, and they were like waiting outside my neighbor's door for a really long time. Like they didn't believe that no one was home type of thing. And I found that interesting. It feels like we get, or those people get so offended when it's like, you're not answering your door. I know you're home. But yet if you screen a call,
right,
no one knows about that. I don't know. It's just this weird entitled, like, I know you're in there. You gotta come answer the door for me. Like, I don't want to.
I think I told you guys.
You know what a power move would be? If you have because my front door you can see through a little bit, is to see them there and wave at them and then just walk away.
Yeah. I told you guys this story like maybe 5 years or so ago. The Mormon showed up at the house, and Phoebe or Maureen one answered the phone, the door, and like, oh yeah, not interested. We're Catholic, what have you. And then they said, can we ask you a question? We understand Dave Glover lives in this neighborhood. Can you tell us which house he lives in? Then they're like, okay, this is getting really weird.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I used to invite them in back in my saltier days.
Like to have a debate?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, come on in, boys. Let's have a talk. Have some Kool-Aid. Never ended well.
Yeah.
You know, here's another hot take. I am bored to death with aliens. Bored to death.
Wow.
Kind of couldn't care less.
I mean, I care, but I don't follow
Now,
it
if it
day by day.
happened, of course I'm engaged.
Yeah.
But until then, I'm just kind of bored about talking about it.
I'm tired of people being like, I've seen things you could never even imagine.
Yeah, then tell us, jerk.
Yeah, like stop rubbing it in.
Because until
You're
a
just
whistleblower really blows the whistle and says it all out loud, what are we even doing? I mean, I know that, hey, classified this, I get it. I know you probably don't want to go to prison. I understand that. I'm not saying you should go to prison. I'm just saying stop the boy who cried wolf thing.
Here's another thing, and I'm just blowing through my show prep, so I'm going to be done by 2. But did we just lose the Epstein files thing? Did they successfully rope-a-dope us and distract us to the point that now we're just it's in our rearview mirror?
No.
Not for everybody, but for the mainstream, I think.
Yeah, I think general public has kind of dropped it, but they're still having committee hearings about it. There was a closed door meeting. I think Pam Bondi was in a closed door meeting maybe last week about the Epstein files. And I was driving down 44 the other day, and there's a bridge at one point, and they'll always hang different signs. And on this day, it was released the Epstein files. So I mean, it's still out there, but
it's just
I think
crazy.
We've had a lot of distractions.
It's
since
crazy
earlier
that
this year.
Congress, which by the way, do we even need Congress anymore?
No.
We didn't need them to ratify whatever treaty or memorandum of understanding that we did with Iran, which by the way is already off, I guess, because Israel's attacking Lebanon and Iran's like, F you.
CBS actually wrote an article today about what's missing from the Epstein files, basically breaking down the fact that there's 3 million documents, I guess, that the DOJ claims are duplicates or just things they can't release.
Let us see.
Yeah, and that's what people in Congress are saying is all right, if they're duplicates, let's see them. Let's compare them.
But there's a lot of flack in the air, which, by the way, probably tells you that somebody's onto something on some topic. Mm-hmm. Whether it's Epstein or the UFO stuff, but having all of these things, the Epstein, the disclosure stuff, the Iran war, top that off with the economy impacted by all of those things, but especially by the war. I mean, that's a lot of flack in the air, and it seems unusual that it would all be there at the same time, unless the whole point is to throw a lot of flack in the air so that the one thing that could probably get people in trouble doesn't get them in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much going on that you start to sound crazy the more you talk about it.
Right.
Okay, we get it.
Right.
There's a bunch of shady things going down. Sure. It becomes harder and harder to believe the more the evidence adds up, ironically.
Oh, there's another group I'm mad at.
Who's that?
The people who film themselves in the gym.
Oh, stop it.
Even if you're not a jerk about it, put your camera away.
No, if you want to do that at your home gym.
Plus,
and even then, I don't care for it, but at least you're not in getting in other people's way.
No one cares. No one cares. If someone's watching you work out, it's 99% because they think you're hot.
Well, yeah, that's...
no one's watching you work out and go, oh, 3 sets of 8. Okay, let me make a note of that. They're like, oh, she's got big boobs.
Yeah.
I mean, just know what you're doing.
I mean, they do know what they're doing. They just pretend they don't.
Now, okay, devil's advocate for a second. Sometimes the only way you know you're doing something wrong is by seeing yourself do it. So what about the people who are trying to get their form?
Well, if you're only recording it for yourself, that's what you do. Then that's fine. That's different.
If you're at your home gym, that's okay.
I mean, when I worked with a trainer, he would video certain reps, say, show me when I'm doing it right and when I'm not.
That's hot.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty simple. But that's not what you're doing if you're live streaming it or if you're posting it on YouTube. If any of us can find it, then that's not what you're doing.
Who are you guys mad at? Don't leave me hanging.
Everybody. All the people you listed for sure. Left lane campers, done with them. This may be slanderous, but I don't care.
Bring it.
It's
Everybody, every car I see driving through St. Louis with a Kansas plate sucks at driving. They're horrible.
There's
Take
the
that,
take.
Kansas.
Always slow in the left lane, always doing dumb crap, moving lanes without signaling. Do people just not know how to drive in Kansas? Is that what it's like there?
It's pretty wide open.
Is that what it's
Like, is everybody
like
just
there?
chaos, just whatever?
Yeah, just driving through fields.
Does everybody just drive 40? Like, what are we doing, man?
Do you guys ever have days on the road where you genuinely have the thought of, why am I the only one who knows how to drive?
Every day.
Let me be completely honest.
Okay.
If we had a button in our car and 3 times in your whole life, if you got so mad at someone on the road, you could push that button and their car would explode. Mine would be gone by Tuesday.
It would be gone by the drive home tonight.
Yeah.
I wish there was a way, and I understand why this doesn't exist because it would just descend into chaos, but you should be able to talk to someone if they're doing something stupid.
Right, loudspeaker or like just connect to their car.
Exactly, like airdrop them a message.
Unfortunately, that would lead to shootings.
There's a guy I should have.
Because we're not a normal species.
I should have Andrew try to find this guy. But there's a lot of these people, TikTokers who have the dash cams.
Uh-huh.
And the guy's whole content is people pulling in front of him and him going, "Don't do that crap." And then he's screaming at him and stuff. And then I realized he's in St. Louis.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then I'm thinking, maybe it's you. Like this, that's happened to me maybe 10 times in my life, where I get that mad. And this guy just seems to be like an everyday thing.
It's a frustrating thing. Because the biggest thing the biggest problem is that nobody thinks about it like a team sport, right? Driving should be viewed as a team sport. If we all do things the right way or close to it, we all are safer. We all have fewer headaches. We all get to kind of move along with our days. But we have so many people that live in their own little world, and the only thing that matters is, I'm going to be on my phone texting while slouched down with my head barely above the console. Like, what are you doing, man?
This feels good.
Yeah, let's hate some more, man. I'm all about the Friday hate.
Bitchin' Friday. I like it. Taking no prisoners.
Yeah.
Tell you guys about my friend Stewie at Stewart's American Mortgage. And the first thing I'm going to say, I couldn't say 5 months ago because I would have been fibbing. I didn't know Stewie that well. And so if I talk about, oh my God, he's the greatest guy, I'm lying to your face because I don't know. But we've spent quite a bit of time together since then. And I just think he's a really cool guy. I completely trust and believe that he will look out for you, not just not screw you over, but affirmatively, actively look out for your interests. He has made a decision that no other mortgage person within the sound of my voice has made. And that is to not have commission salespeople and take the money he saves from that and pay your fees. So that's why he created the bagel loan. Very clever, because the bagel looks like a zero. You pay zero fees, easy to remember, and it's done very, very well for him. But the bottom line is you pay zero fees. For a limited time, anyone who originates a new 30-year mortgage is going to get a 1% less on your interest rate for the first year. And again, I don't know the mechanism that he does this, but Stewie's the mortgage guy. I'm not. And he can explain it all to you. I'm going to give you his cell phone number, and I'm telling you, if it's midnight and you have a question about something, text him. He'll get back to you. That's how dedicated to his clients and prospective clients he is. 314-324-4440, 324-4440, NMLS 226715.
Get ready for a night back with legendary hits and non-stop energy. Brian Adams is bringing the Roll with a Bunches tour to Enterprise Center Friday, July 24th.
Hello, this is Brian Adams.
Sing along to the classics as Brian Adams delivers an unforgettable night of rock anthems. Plus, special guests Pat Benatar and Neil Girardo. Brian Adams, July 24th. For more info, KMOX.com/events.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty that the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Amendment 4 on the August ballot hides some ugly facts. It would create a new minority veto power, but only for ballot issues that are citizen-led.
I just say no to that.
Amendment 4 permanently ends majority rule for citizen-led ballot issues.
I'm a no on 4.
Politicians put Amendment 4 on the ballot to severely limit citizens' constitutional power.
I say no on 4.
4 is a power grab by politicians. It lets one congressional district veto reforms backed by the majority of voters statewide, giving as few as 5% of voters control over the rest of us.
That's why I say no to 4.
4 would make it nearly impossible to rein in out-of-control politicians.
I say heck no.
4 takes away our constitutional power we've used for over 100 years to pass reforms that politicians wouldn't. Keep majority rule and your power. Just say no to Amendment 4. It's an ugly politician power grab. Paid for by Missourians for Fair Governance.
Mizzou football is almost here. Get ready for the season opening kickoff and Como game on Thursday, September 3rd, with 4 tickets for only $80. Be there to see the finished Memorial Stadium Centennial Project, a deal for the entire family to enjoy the home opener. Let's keep the sellout streak alive and bring the energy as we kick off the 100th anniversary of Memorial Stadium. Purchase your 4 tickets for $80 at mutigers.com/kickoff and Como. MIZ.
Broadcasting from the Scott Credit Union Studio, 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Welcome back, DGS 150. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Tell me if you guys think this is totally cool or a bridge too far. Papa John's has partnered with NBC, Universal, and Instacart to collect data on when consumers might be out of groceries and more susceptible to ads encouraging you to order pizza. So basically, Instacart would tell Papa John's what day of the week you usually order groceries, and then 2 days before that, they start sending you ads that say things like light on groceries or empty fridge. Cool with that, or does it feel a little
I'm not cool
dystopian?
with it. It does feel dystopian, but I don't know how to draw the line. These things start to feel sinister after a certain point. I can't tell you what that point is.
What the line is?
Yeah, but this is probably a little beyond that line for me.
The problem with the whole structure is that you have to sign off on terms of agreement, terms of operation, and you just click it. Nobody reads it.
No one reads it.
And even if you read it, would that keep you from doing it?
Right.
Like, hey, we might use your information on your Instacart account to partner with other companies who might have other things that you want. If you see that, that's not going to keep you from ordering your groceries that way.
Yeah.
It's cheap. I don't like it. I don't like that your information can be easily bought and sold, and it's totally fine without your express permission. And the problem is that, we allow small print. We allow, a full page of terms and conditions that nobody's going to read, and people that aren't lawyers aren't going to fully understand anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So in that sense, I think it's all deceptive. They make it seem like, oh, yeah, this is normal operating procedure. Just sign away your rights.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The other option is just don't do any of it, which means, well, you're missing out on a lot.
But it is interesting to think of, let's say you're out at the bar and you're leaving. It's 1:00 in the morning and they have the food truck set up right there. They're grilling hamburgers and hot dogs. That's obviously preying on the fact that, they've been drinking, they're hungry, they're more likely to buy now. So, I think we all agree that's okay.
Sure.
But then you add in the digital aspect, something about that just feels so wrong, and I can't really articulate why.
Well, in my view, it's because that food truck is just setting up in a space. It's not coming to you directly. It's not picking your account and coming at you. It's just kind of sitting there in a good spot. It's like having a restaurant in a good spot next to a popular, sports stadium or, theater or whatever. That's just smart. But the other part, I'm not saying it's not smart to specifically target and market to certain groups of people, but it's a bigger invasion, like knocking on your door.
Yeah.
Versus just being out there.
Isn't that, what a juxtaposition. in 2026, we still have human beings banging on your door to sell you Jesus or siding. And we have people listening through your phone and your television, and they know what's in your refrigerator. Like, what a strange time.
I mean, your phone is listening to you. How many times do you get ads for things that you've never searched but you talked about? We got it. How many times did we get those things pop up?
Yeah.
Where we were just talking about something and then we get a TikTok that says that. And the phone was not on. Don't like it.
Don't like it.
Nope.
Not comfortable.
Nope. Well, we've geared everything towards business.
Yeah.
Everything that we have set up is set up for the benefit of business. To a degree, it's okay. I think there's a to a degree.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be nice if there was just a general understanding that we're not going to invade your privacy.
Oh, also M&M's, the Mars company, they're evidently totally retooling the M&M's, and instead of the candy shell, they'll still call it that, but it'll be colored with beets and things like that, because RFK doesn't like artificial colorings.
Yeah, they're going to be doing this with blue and brown.
Yes.
They use artificial coloring for blue and brown, so those might actually like drop out of the bags for a while. They expect to be fully back on track by 2028. You'll have your normal looking M&Ms again, but
they'll be beet M&Ms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I don't really care that much.
I like feeling mad. Tell you guys about my friends at Bethesda. I came by my knowledge of Bethesda, honestly. July 26th will be 2 years since my mom passed away at Bethesda Dilworth, which is skilled nursing, and they have memory care. And, of course, my mom was on hospice the entire time. And if any of you out there would like to join me doing hospice volunteering and sitting with people who are emergent with No One Dies Alone, all you have to do is go to BethesdaHealth.org, and you can talk to my friend Melissa and join me in doing that. About 100 people so far from the DGS have done that. Plenty of room for you. If you find yourself in that position, whether it's you're my age, maybe a few years older, and you can take care of yourself, you can do everything, but you're tired of doing everything. And you're tired of, the upkeep of the house, and you're tired of worrying about your furnace, and you're tired of mowing your own grass or having someone else mow your grass. We have 7 beautiful apartment buildings for independent living. We have many, many choices for assisted living, skilled nursing, hospice, memory care, all over town, north, south, east, west. I really, truly like the people, trust the people, respect the people of Bethesda. It's probably the most important thing I'll vouch for in my career is something like this, what you do to help a loved one. Because it went bad with my dad, right? We picked a place in Illinois, and it was a bad place. And I'll always have some regrets over that. If you'd like to talk to someone like my friend Michelle, who you hear on the recorded ads, been with Bethesda 31 years, knows everything about this business, how it works, what things cost, what you need, what you don't. She would be happy to have a conversation with you. Go to BethesdaHealth.org, hit the Contact Us button, complete a quick little form, and we'll be right back to you.
Hi, St. Louis. This is Ben Barnett with Timberline Tree Care. I'm really excited to announce another reason why we should be taking care of your trees. Timberline is now the only tree care provider anywhere to offer full-spectrum tree maintenance programs that are fully guaranteed. Here's how it works. You call Timberline, and an ISA-certified arborist will meet you at your home. We will develop a plan that includes soil testing and amendment, fertilization, any necessary pesticide applications, and annual inspections by an ISA-certified arborist. But here's the best part. Maintenance pruning of your tree is included in this plan, and in the unlikely event that your tree dies while under our care, we will remove it for free. All you have to do is call us and sign up for the plan. We will take care of literally everything from there. There's no obligation, and you can cancel at any time. For tree care that is guaranteed, call Timberline Professional Tree Care at 636-479-7475 or find out more at stltreecare.com.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Paramount Men's Medical Center restores men's sex lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Paramount Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Paramount Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 314-720-8444. 314-720-8444. Take control of your sex life. Call now. 314-720-8444.
News, talk, cards. KMOX AM St. Louis. KMOX FM Hazelwood. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
At 2 o'clock, we've got cloudy sky downtown at the Arch. It is 82 degrees. Some fans facing steep losses even before they enter the stadium this World Cup. ABC's Jim Ryan has more on some ticket snafus that are keeping some speculators behind the wall.
Private reseller StubHub offers what it calls the Fan Protect Guarantee if there's a problem, and
it is a guarantee of a sort,
says Victor Matheson, a sports economist at the College of Holy Cross. Ticket buyers who run into problems are offered new tickets or refunds. But considering the scarcity of World Cup seats,
these fans aren't out money, but they're certainly not in a ticket.
And missing what for many may be a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see World Cup soccer in person. Jim Ryan, ABC News.
The big game is underway. U.S. star Christian Pulisic is missing the match against Australia because of a calf injury and was replaced in the starting lineup by Ricardo Pepi. The United States coach made the announcement during an interview with Fox about 90 minutes before kickoff at Lumen Field in Seattle. The move is a setback for a U.S. team that defeated Paraguay 4-1 in its opener and with a win would clinch advancement to the round of 32. An update on gas prices after the deal with Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. ABC Chief Business Correspondent Rebecca Jarvis.
Prices of oil are started above $120 a barrel in the midst of this war. They are down this morning to about $77 a barrel. It puts national gas prices today at $3.95 a gallon. But keep in mind, there's still a lot up in the air here. Supply chains, they don't come back instantly. If you're a farmer who paid more for gas and fertilizer, or you're a grocer who's seen higher transit costs, they're going to pass those off, and they are likely to stay higher through most of the summer.
The effort to recall the Festus mayor and 3 council members sees new life.
A lawsuit filed on behalf of one of the signature gatherers for the recall petition is arguing the council violated their mandatory duty by voting against those recalls and not placing them on the ballot. Stephen Jeffrey is representing the man who filed the lawsuit and says he believes this suit should move quickly because it is narrowly focused.
It says if the county clerk submits the petitions for a recall to the city council, the only thing the city can do is to submit it to the voters.
However, when I asked him if he believes it can be resolved in time for the recall to appear on the August or November ballot, he said he anticipates the city dragging their feet. Sean Malone, KMOX News.
The Dow from Stifel is up 72 points to 51,564. We've got a crash on 70 going east at 270. That's got the right shoulder closed. Some debris on 44 going westbound at the Business Loop at Six Flags. That's got the left lane and left shoulder closed there.
Sunshine in control as we go through our Friday afternoon. It's pretty nice out there for the middle of June. 84 for the high. Tonight, partly cloudy, upper 70s this evening. 66 for the overnight low. Saturday, nice, partly sunny, 86 for the high. Saturday night, the clouds will take over. A couple of showers and thunder showers around mainly late night, but I think the wet is limited Saturday night. 68. Sunday, Father's Day, first day of summer. Unsettled, periods of showers and a couple of thunderstorms. Though severe weather will be hard to find, there could be some very heavy downpours of rain on Sunday and 85 degrees. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
We've got 82 degrees at the moment downtown at the Arch. I'm Michael Calhoun, KMOX News.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Welcome back, DGS. Happy Friday, 2:04. Wheels, you had this on the show sheet last week, and I don't think we talked about it, but I find it really interesting. Being a former soccer player, USA is playing Australia right now.
Yeah.
Just 4 minutes in. If anyone scores, we'll let you know. But forever, people have said, why aren't we a soccer power? We're a big nation, and we're obsessed with sports. We have these amazing athletes, and yet we're never in the top tier. And people, well, kids are born playing soccer in England and here and there, and we tend to play football, baseball, what have you. But you were talking about that if suddenly every athlete in America had started playing soccer, we would rule the world.
Yeah, I would think that is just common sense, right? I mean, it's the numbers game. It's not about athletes are better in the U.S. We have 350 million people. They don't have that in England. They don't have that in France. So if you had all of the top talent that played team sports, if you had all of the NFL talent, all of the NBA talent, all the baseball players, all of those people were choosing soccer first, well, then the United States would be a power. It's just common, and that's it's one of the reasons why I think a lot of our hand-wringing is a little unfair in one degree. Every other country in the world is putting their very best athletes on this, and they're playing soccer. There are some exceptions, right? Parts of the world love baseball more than soccer, but not many. Some parts of the world like basketball more, but not many, right? It's not that common, and to be elite at any sport, it's got to be something you are in from the beginning. You're not just going to pick it up. It can't be. And for a country, this was a debate because there were some international players that were saying, that's BS, it's nonsense. But it's not. Imagine guys like LeBron James, but they're soccer players.
Yeah.
An athlete like that with that size, that quickness, that agility. Other countries have that, but those other countries have those guys, their very best, they're playing soccer. Our very best are playing football, basketball, baseball, and hockey because there's more money in it in our country. That's where the scholarships are, and there are soccer scholarships, but that's where the money is. That's where the careers are. MLS is big, but MLS is still relatively new when you compare to Major League Baseball, the NBA, NFL. And culturally, those are our preferred sports in part because they're ours. North America, hockey is the birthplace. North America is the birthplace of hockey. Canada specifically, but we're the neighbor. We've been playing. We've been in that sport from the beginning as a nation. And even there, look at the Canadian national team versus the U.S. national team. Look at the difference. Canadian team, every time you're like, oh my God, how do you beat them? And not to say, the U.S. team sometimes does. We're up there, but we have more people and they still beat us because we have more athletes playing football, basketball, baseball, soccer, golf, track and field, all of those things.
Yeah.
What would it take for a new sport to be invented and to have it actually catch on and start making money?
It would have to be, that's the thing is it would have to be something that captures the attention of the public to the point that it's making the same kind of revenue that the NBA and NFL and Major League Baseball do, which is a hard thing to do when you're first breaking in.
Yeah.
It takes a long time. And it's not that So the argument isn't about like America's athletes are superior. That's not it. It's a numbers game. It's entirely math. And the guy I saw who made this point made a really good point. How does the U.S. women's soccer team do?
Very well.
Dominant, right? Because more of the elite athletes that are women in the United States play soccer. Because there is no NFL. There's a WNBA, but it's not a big league, right? There is softball, but it's not like Major League Baseball. There's no equivalent on the women's side to this $13 billion a year business where you can get $300 million contracts. There is more of that in soccer. So the United States has a lot of the elite female athletes playing soccer, and they dominate. I think that's a pretty good example of what we're talking about. Like they are every year the favorite for gold, favorites for the World Cup. It's not that they never lose, but they're the favorite every year. And it's partly like that's an illustration of what we're talking about.
You know what I increasingly can't take in soccer, and I played soccer, never at a high level. I played in high school. The flopping. Oh, they're the worst.
Dude.
It's just so. And see, here's the thing. I don't know if that's the European style or something.
It's the world.
But when I played soccer, had I done that, my coach would have benched me.
Yeah, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Because that's the way it's played at the highest level. U.S. guys do it. And to be clear, I hate that in every sport. I hate it when hockey players embellish penalties. I hate it. There's a reason there's a penalty for that in hockey. If the referee thinks you're embellishing, you're getting a penalty. I hate it in the NFL and in college football where a team is on a drive and a guy pretends to be hurt to stop the play. I hate that. To me, it should be an automatic ejection. If you are going to fake an injury, you're done. You're out. You are leaving the game. I don't like in baseball when batters pretend they got hit by a pitch. I hate it. But it's just so in your face in soccer. I was watching the other day. This is what had me put this on the sheet. I was in our kitchen getting some ice, and the soccer match was on. I think it was South Africa and the Czech Republic. I think that's who it was. And there are two players just standing next to each other. And the guy from South Africa takes his hand, and he just backhand smacks the Czech player in the thigh. And the guy crumples to the ground like he was shot. And he's rolling around holding his leg like it's broken. What are you doing? How are you not embarrassed by that? The guy tapped you. And there was a play earlier in the World Cup where a player faked an injury. The other player never touched him. Never touched him. But he tripped, so he pretended he was hurt so he could draw a foul. To me, red card immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately. It should be reviewed on video. And if it is seen that you're faking it, you're done. You're out of the game. See you later. Every sport.
USA just scored a goal.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Australia is favored.
Yep. Well, Pulisic's not playing. That just came out about 2 hours ago.
Yeah. So 1-0.
Yep. Good deal.
So, Rach, people are wearing diapers to concerts?
What?
Apparently so. Apparently this is a thing that people
Thought
do.
I was the only one.
So Olivia Rodrigo, I think that's her name, right? Does that sound right?
Sounds right.
The young lady.
Mm-hmm.
She talks about when she's doing a concert and you're in the front row and you're wearing a diaper, she can smell it.
Gah.
So, I guess people do that.
Why?
I guess so they can keep their spot in the pit.
I go in the pit. I've never worn a diaper.
Yeah.
Those are two big statements.
Like they'll let you go back, you know?
I don't know. Probably not at like her show, you know?
I mean, but like nobody. I mean, people leave all the time to go get drinks, to go get beers, to go get whatever. If you're going to get drinks and beers, why can't you go to the bathroom too?
Isn't everyone at the ball drop New Year's Eve wearing diapers?
Oh, yeah. If that's what you're going to do, there's something wrong with you.
Someone please explain to me why that is fun. It's cold. First of all, it's very cold. You can't go to the bathroom. You're paying probably $25 per drink that you're buying that night.
And you're surrounded by a bunch of drunken idiots.
Yes. Why are you doing
Who are also have poopy pants.
To
Right.
watch a ball drop.
Dude.
Then nothing happened. Watch it at home on your
Also,
nice cozy couch.
Like, let's say you're going to a concert. How long is a long concert? Irregular. Now, I'm not talking about a music festival. I'm just talking about a concert.
Like 2 hours or 3 hours
If you
tops.
can't hang on for 3 hours, and and again, you're at an Olivia Rodrigo concert, you're probably not old. You're probably on the younger side. You should probably be able to hold out. And if you can't, then you go and then you come back. Because you know what? A friend will hold your spot for you if you're down there in the pit.
I was real surprised, though, because I assume she plays stadiums and stuff.
Probably.
Don't you have a seat down in front?
Usually, no. Usually, I don't know about pop shows, but like every rock concert, the very, very front is always standing.
Okay.
General admission, standing room, pit, something or other. Again, it only evolves into a pit if it's the right kind of music, but it's just that's where you are. And then the seats are just behind that. I can't speak for a pop star's concert because I've never been.
Oh, she's saying it's like certain festivals.
Oh, yeah.
It's much more common.
Yeah. And the same idea holds true. If you're there, you're probably there with at least one friend, right?
I would hope.
I mean, most of that. Not 100%.
I got my diaper on and I have no friends.
I've gone to concerts solo. To me, it's not an abnormal thing.
Oh no.
But
if you're wearing a
most
diaper.
of the time, you're with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time. So if one of you has to, I don't know, empty the tank, the other person can stay there and keep your spot for you, and nobody's gonna be upset about that. It's gonna be okay. That happens literally every show.
I'm telling you something. They could dig up the Beatles and put them on stage, and they could do a reunion concert. I would pay a lot of money. I would not stand in a poopy diaper.
No, I would not. No, I would not. Or I honestly forget the poopy diaper. I wouldn't wear a diaper just to be in it. That's just stupid. Just go to the bathroom.
Oh, you mean you wouldn't even wear a dry diaper?
I mean, I wouldn't.
Well, why would you wear a diaper if you're not going to go in
I
it?
don't. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of them are probably not crapping their pants. They're probably using it more just to pee in. I wouldn't do that either. It's not like that makes it better.
A little better.
You're not an 8-month-old.
Yeah, and it just doesn't. I mean, don't you want to change that right away? Like, they're not really designed to guess what? You can go all day.
It's where you get diaper rash.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think the folks? I don't know. Maybe this is the genesis of it. You think they were wearing diapers at Woodstock?
No,
nah, they're probably just.
They probably just didn't care. Yeah,
just going,
dropping trow and going right there. Yeah.
Did you guys see that they pulled the Waymos off the road
here in St. Louis?
I think everywhere.
Really?
Why?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Because they had to admit that they have no technology to avoid construction zones. They don't clock it. And so they keep driving into construction zones and getting the people in trouble and blocking traffic at construction zones. So they pulled them off the streets and they're trying to retool it and figure out how to do it better.
Wow. I just pulled that up. It's a Wall Street Journal story.
It seems like it would be, I don't work for Waymo, but if I had a list of things I wanted to make sure before we put the self-driving cars on the road, I think I would have maybe had construction zone on the list.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
that's just me.
It just
pretty common thing.
To me, this idea is not. It's not. We're not ready for it. Even if the technology is ready, it's not going to work with unpredictable human drivers surrounding the Waymo. It's just not.
I agree. I've been saying for years, either one will work.
Yeah.
We can keep doing this, or we can all get in a driverless car, but it's just not going to mix well.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny. I searched Waymo on Twitter, and I just finding a video now from April of a Waymo pulling into the middle of an intersection that's closed off because of a police standoff.
Yeah.
There's a guy on the ground. The police have their guns drawn, and the Waymo just goes right through it because it doesn't know any better.
Right.
How could it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bad idea.
Let me tell you guys about Mark and Neil Gilman of eXp Realty. Guys have been with me for pushing 20 years. Know them very well outside of this. We've done a lot of philanthropic work together and raised money for different charities. They're very community-minded. Nick worked for them for a couple of years, so I got to see what it was like on the inside. They're very smart. They're very dedicated. I would say dedicated to the point of obsessed. 24/7, 365, working it. They have so many resources available to them being with eXp Realty, which is thousands of realtors, that it's kind of an unfair advantage going up against a St. Louis realtor who sells 10 houses a year. God love them. Nothing wrong with that. Good to have a side hustle. But, man, if you meet the buzzsaw that is the Gelman team, you're probably going to come out on the bad end of the stick. They've helped me a few times with some real estate stuff that I've done, and they've just been great. Great communicators, great negotiators. I never had to worry. I never had to be like, I don't know, I haven't heard from them in a couple of days. If you want to find out what they think your house is worth right now, you can do it without talking to anyone because who wants to talk to someone, right? Go to the front page of thegelmanteam.com, put in your address. We'll give you a number. And if at that point you're sufficiently intrigued or happy or PO'd and you want to talk about why the number is what it is, 314-336-1991.
Okay. Certain restrictions apply.
History That Doesn't Suck is a legit, hard-hitting American history podcast told through entertaining stories. As we approach America's 250th anniversary, now might be the time to go back and learn how we got here. With more than 200 episodes, you can binge your way, decade by decade, defining event to defining event, from the founding into the 20th century. Join me, Professor Greg Jackson, for History That Doesn't Suck, an Odyssey podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
As dads, it's our job to capture as many memories with our kids as possible. It's also our job to embarrass them, and if we're lucky, we get to do both. That's why I'm thankful my son created Legacy Box, the world's largest digitizer of home movies and photos.
And I'll never recover from the time you showed up to my middle school dance to disco in front of everyone. Thanks, Dad. But he's right. Simply fill your Legacy Box with your old VHS, camcorder tapes, film reels, and photos, and we'll do the rest.
And in just a couple of weeks, you'll get your originals back, along with a DVD, thumb drive, or cloud delivery. Stuff that even an old man like me can figure out.
Plus, for a limited time, we're offering a special Father's Day sale.
Go to legacybox.com/radio to get an incredible deal. Buy today to take advantage of this limited offer. Go to legacybox.com/radio
to get started and save.
legacybox.com/radio.
Your bathroom should feel less routine and more daily escape. At Michael's Baths, they can transform ordinary bathrooms into a beautiful, comfortable space for homeowners across St. Louis and surrounding areas. And now they're introducing new premium walls. If you love the look of stone without the upkeep, you're going to love this. Sleek, durable, designed to elevate your space. For a limited time, enjoy a free rain shower head or upgrade with safety features like grab bars or a built-in seat. Call Michael's Baths today and schedule a free consultation. 636-775-0800.
Experience the fierce passion and forbidden love of Romeo and Juliet at Opera Theater of St. Louis. This summer, let the world's most famous love stories sweep you off your feet with epic romance, drama, and heartbreak. See Shakespeare's masterpiece brought to life on stage with a lush score that will stir your soul. Performances run from June 13th through 27th. Tickets start at just $25. Secure your seats today at experienceopera.org for a magical summer night.
I'm Tom Ackerman with this month's Siteman Cancer Center Spotlight, Skin Cancer Awareness this summertime, and we're joined by Dr. Aubriana McAvoy, a WashU medicine surgeon.
Skin cancer is both common, but in many cases preventable. So you don't need to live in fear of the sun, but small habits really matter, like wearing sunscreen, protecting your children, and paying attention to any changes in your skin.
For more information, visit siteman.washu.edu.
America is turning 250 this year, and Circa Sports is celebrating by offering all users in Missouri $250. For everyone in Missouri, all you have to do is deposit $250 on your Circa Sports app, then play through that deposit. Once you do, Circa Sports will reward you with $250 right in your account. This is available for everyone in Missouri, new and existing users. Celebrate 250 years and find out more at circasports.com today. Must be 21 or older and in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Built on a century. Focused on today. The voice of St. Louis. KMOX.
It's 2:22. This time check is brought to you by Paramount Men's Medical Center.
Welcome back, DGS on KMOX. USA is up 1-0 over Australia. We'll let you know if anyone else scores. Speaking of sports, what's the maximum number of kindergartners you are confident you could beat up at the same time before you were overpowered?
All of them.
You're in a room, closed off.
Well, they're tiny.
To win, they all have to be on the ground. As long as one of them is up still trying to fight, you're not done.
I guess 10.
Reasonable.
All of them. And I got to take very much to put down on the ground.
Yeah, but to have all of them on the ground at once, they're going to keep popping up.
You ever seen a kindergartner get hurt or get hit by another kid? They immediately collapse to the ground and lay there crying.
Yeah, but it's not going to be like in the movies where they wait to attack you one by one. They're all going to be coming for you at the same time.
Like crabs.
That's fine. Only about 4 or 5 of them could get up to you at any one time.
You're like the gorilla.
Yeah, kind of. Actually, that's probably how it is. A grown person, a grown man, that would be like a gorilla against the dudes.
What's the scenario that
And also, they would
to...
be like, what's their mentality? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Are they zombie kindergartners?
Why is
that
this happening?
I know.
Why are we mad at each other, me and the kindergartners?
Yeah.
Well, it came from something that happened to me in real life. I was once jumped by 17 kindergartners, and I just ran.
And, okay. So I say you could always do that, too.
I mean, how many?
Because they're not going to be very fast.
Dave?
I could do a lot. I don't think I'm as confident as my friend Wheels. Like one could bite my ankle and I could bend over, and then one kicks me in the nuts. Things happen.
They can't kick that high.
How high are my nuts?
I don't know, but they're 5 years old. They're not very tall. I mean, they might punch you in the nuts. Boys that age are really big fans of the cheap shot. They know how to put their dads down if they need to. But like if you're in a fighting position, you could probably defend yourself.
So you could take 100 of them.
I don't know, but I wouldn't be worried about it.
Hey,
I might gas out at some point.
Wheels, you nervous about your fight with the 100 kindergartners later? No. Why would I be worried?
Not even thinking about it.
I mean, are there any rules?
No.
Like, are they allowed to bite?
Sure.
Well, then I'm getting even meaner.
You gonna bite them?
No. They're too short. I put myself out of balance.
That would be impractical, yeah.
You just kicks and punches, spins, rolls, maybe a couple jumps,
spins,
a couple of Jean-Claude Van Damme moves.
He's spinning. Rachel, do some fast food news?
I would love to. Okay, I want to start by telling you guys about a new item at Freddy's. Freddy's frozen custard and steak burgers. All of us big fans of Freddy's. Yeah. Well, they have launched these new steak burger bowls, chicken bowls, and veggie burger bowls.
All right.
Steak burger bowls?
That sounds amazing. What's in it?
Okay, so the steak burger bowl, you get 2 steak burger patties, diced tomatoes, diced onions, chopped bacon, Monterey Jack, and cheddar cheeses served on a bed of romaine lettuce.
Boom. That's awesome.
Gross.
Oh, Dave, it's so good.
Gross.
I'm more with Dave. Now, this does sound good if I were to make it at home or something. But if I'm going to Freddy's, I just want a burger and fries and possibly a turtle sundae as part of my meal. I don't go to Freddy's for a weird salad.
By getting rid of the bread for the lettuce.
Isn't this what Tony Colombo used to eat all the time on keto?
He would go to McDonald's and get a couple triple cheeseburgers and put the patties in a bowl and eat that.
Yeah.
Dude, I've done this at home.
It's pretty good.
It's good. I've done this at home. It's good. You make a big old burger, like a half-pound burger, and then you just throw some lettuce under it. A little cheese. You can go like burger style if you want, like ketchup and mustard. You can go barbecue sauce. You could go Thousand Island dressing if you want to go that. There's a lot of ways. It's awesome.
You say ketchup?
Ketchup and mustard on a burger.
On lettuce?
You put lettuce on a burger, right?
I know, but it's different.
It is different.
Yeah,
then it's like the dressing, and that's gross.
You don't put that much on. You put enough to cover the burger and stuff, and then the lettuce is it all kind of blends together. It's good, dude. I'm telling you.
Have you noticed this with Wheels? Whether it's eating burgers out of a bowl or fighting kindergartners, he very quickly gets to this point. Well, you're just gonna, frustrated.
He's confident in his position.
You've been bringing this up.
It's good. I'm telling you. You guys are like crapping on it. You've never even done it.
How many kindergartners could you kick their ass while eating a bowl of burgers?
Same number.
I wish I had half the confidence. Well, if you get injured fighting those kindergartners, you can call my friend Dr. Matt Bays and have those ankle bites taken care of. Matt is a former college athlete. He is obsessed with sports. He's dedicated his medical career to helping people with injuries. The last 10 or so years, he was with a group of docs who I'm good friends with who specialized in regenerative medicine, doing stem cell injections. I got to watch him do about a dozen patients, and I got to interview each one of them. And they were very, very happy to talk to me and forthcoming and saying, like, oh, my gosh, I remember I've told you guys this before, but he obviously made an impression on me. There was a former special ops guy who had spent his whole career jumping out of planes and literally being shot. And he said, Dave, the only thing that's given me any relief over the years has been these stem cell injections. So you can avail yourself of that treatment with Dr. Bays, but he also does more conventional medicine. You know, someone in your family takes a fall for whatever reason, and you twist something, you sprain something, you tear something, you break something. He can help you out. If it's chronic, he can help you out with the chronic pain also. And I think this is important. Doc has made a commitment to change the way people think about customer service at doctor's offices. We've kind of been trained to not expect much. You're going to languish in the waiting room, then you're going to sit for 45 minutes in a little, robe made of paper, waiting for someone to come in. That's not how you're treated at Bay Sports Medicine. 636-735-3003, baysportsmed.com.
Jordan Walker has brought energy.
There's a ball that's lined to right field. Walker comes on, he dives, and he has it.
Excitement.
Pitch is hit into left field. Base hit, Jordan Walker.
And big moments.
It's a grand slam for Jordan Walker.
A spot on the All-Star team takes more than talent. It takes your vote. KMOX is calling on fans across Cardinals Nation to get involved. Make your voice count. Go to MLB.com/vote. Select Jordan Walker and cast your ballot today. Vote Jordan Walker for the All-Star Game.
Here's Dave Murray's weather forecast.
Sunshine in control as we go through our Friday afternoon. It's pretty nice out there for the middle of June. 84 for the high. Tonight, partly cloudy, upper 70s this evening. 66 for the overnight low. Saturday, nice, partly sunny, 86 for the high. Saturday night, the clouds will take over. A couple of showers and thunder showers around mainly late night, but I think the wet is limited Saturday night. 68. Sunday, Father's Day, first day of summer. Unsettled, periods of showers and a couple of thunderstorms. Though severe weather will be hard to find, there could be some very heavy downpours of rain on Sunday and 85 degrees. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
When it comes to selling your home, the agent you choose matters more than anything. This is Debbie Monterey, and I'm with my friend and trusted realtor, Gloria Liu, your home sold guaranteed realty. Gloria, what should sellers really be looking for in an agent?
Thank you. You're going to select a realtor with a proven system, someone who knows how to price your home right, create strong demand, negotiate for top dollar, and guarantee results. I see it all the time. Last year, hundreds of homes in St. Louis came off the market unsold and needed multiple price reductions. That's what happens when the right strategy isn't in place. I do things differently. My focus is to help you sell for the most money possible, not just to list your home and hope it sells. Plus, I even guarantee to sell your home for 100% market value, or I'll pay you the difference.
Make sure you choose the right agent the first time. Call Gloria Liu, 314-325-6888, or visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com. That's GloriaHasTheBuyers.com. Gloria and seller must agree on price and possession date.
Taking care of yourself should fit into your life, not complicated. Neoviten Original Formula is a complete daily multivitamin designed to support your everyday wellness routine with essential vitamins, minerals, and a natural ingredient blend, all in just 2 daily tablets. Subscribe online at neoviten.com for monthly delivery, or shop Neoviten at your local Schnucks and Dearborn. Neoviten Original Formula is physician formulated to fit easily into your everyday routine. All of our vitamins are manufactured in a certified GMP facility in the USA. Neoviten, make nutrition easy.
If you have been in a car accident in the past and have settled your case, I may have some good news. Some unethical lawyers have people known as runners who come directly to your hospital room or home and solicit your case. It's a disbarable offense. Anyone that would hire these scumbags needs to have their heads examined. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Now for the good news. If this happened to you, we will sue these lowlifes and fight to get all your fees back. And then look and see if these bottom feeders also malpractice your case and sue them for that too. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Visit forthepeople.com for a free consultation or call Pound Law on your cell pound 529. If someone does this to you, call the Bar Association and report them. Let's fight these bums. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Today, the Cards, the Royals.
Emron Total Access 620. First pitch 7:15.
Cardinals Radio. 104.1 FM KMOX. Bernie Miklasz on KMOX is sponsored by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin comfort dealer.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Happy Friday to you. Happy Juneteenth. Happy early Father's Day. 2:34. Time to talk to our pal Bernie Miklasz. Hello, Bern.
Good afternoon, Dave Glover and crew. How's everything?
Everything's good, man. Great to talk to you as always. I almost texted you guys last night because I was watching the game. And I got a text from a buddy who knows baseball not quite as well as I do, but, you know, he's on like my level, not on your level. And he said, man, Glove, can you believe Libertor just out of nowhere is imploding? And I didn't say it, but I thought, I'm going to check with my boys tomorrow. I'm not sure it's out of nowhere. Bern, how did that hit you?
It's not out of nowhere. I mean, his first two starts of the year really good. And it's been really bad since then, and it's getting progressively worse. You know, his ERA in June is like 10.45. His previous 7 starts, it's including June, it's like 7.82. You go back to early April, it's 5-something. And the thing about it is, you know, he used to be able to have a really good curveball, would give hitters trouble, slider to an extent as well. But I was looking like in his last 7 or 8 starts, like I was looking at the metrics. Every single variety of pitch he throws is negative. It's minus. It's below average. So I think they need to get him out of the rotation. And I'm not saying that to be cruel. I'm saying that because he wasn't all that good to begin with, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And when you don't have anything in your toolbox that's a plus pitch, how are you supposed to get out of this? I think the car needs to go into the shop for an overhaul. And again, I'm not saying that to be mean. If they want to try to put him in the bullpen, they should do that. And he was good in the bullpen 2 years ago, but he does have an option left. He could go down to Memphis and try to regroup there. But the more he pitches, the more of a burden it becomes on your bullpen. And I don't see why you should go out of your way to do things to, you know, take care of Libertor. Oh, we can't send him to the bullpen. Oh, we can't send him down. Well, is that fair to the guys in the bullpen? Is that fair to your team? When you have is that fair to guys that by now deserve a shot to be in the rotation, like Hunter Dobbins and Quinn Matthews? So that's my position. That sums it up. I don't know that I have any more to add.
I share your position, and I'm gonna go Bernie style. I got the numbers to throw in here.
Oh, we don't need many numbers on this one.
Since July 1st of last year, so now we're almost 6 months, which is almost a full season. So if any pitcher that's thrown 130 innings since July 1st of last year, only one player has a higher average exit velocity against them than Matthew Libertor. One. He's got, I believe, the 4th worst ERA in that time, actual ERA. I think it's the 2nd worst expected ERA. It's the 4th worst fielding independent ERA in all of baseball since July 1st of anybody that's worked as much as he has. And I don't see how this is any different than Nolan Gorman.
It's not.
How is this any different? They're the same age, same experience, same major league service time, same level of struggle. Gorman's in Memphis. I don't see why it's illogical to say that Libertor should be there too.
There's no question about it. And one of the other points I'll make here and this isn't a video that I did. It's online now, I think. You know, when we look at Liberatore, we tend to think, well, he's young. And yeah, he's 26. Compared to me, even compared to Wheeler, that's young. But the dude, you know, he's pitched in like 135 major league games. He's thrown over 400 innings. And I looked this up today because I was curious. Frankly, I was just reliving some of the bad left-handers I've watched since the late 80s. No, in a Cardinal uniform. I'm serious.
Yeah.
And there's only like 3 or 4 left-handed pitchers since the late 80s who have started more games or pitched more innings for the Cardinals than Matthew Liberatore. My point being is like he has been given his chance.
Yeah.
What about the other people that are waiting in line who I guarantee you are better than him? How long do they have to wait? How many times are you going to wreck your bullpen and then have another Minnesota series? It defies all logic.
Yeah.
So
it does. And I understand that the team's hope is what will happen with him is what happened with Andre Pallante from last year to this year. But Pallante had showed us before last year that he was capable of this. 2024, he was like he is now. So there was already a precedent for this is what Pallante can be. This is not that. Liberatore has no precedent like that as a starting pitcher.
Well, also Pallante had all of last offseason and spring training to work on it.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and, you know, in other words, they gave him, say, this is what you got to do.
Yep.
You know, we think this will help. We got to throw this pitch more, throw that pitch less. You got to throw more first strikes. You got to be more aggressive. You got to attack the zone. They gave him a list of things he had to work on, and he worked on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say it would be best to get Liberatore in the garage.
Yep.
Send him down to Memphis, where all those great instructors, Larry Day, all that technology, get him out of the fire, and try to rebuild him.
Yep.
You know. I sometimes I simply don't understand the way the Cardinals think about certain things. Victor Scott can't hit. All right, send him to Memphis. Yeah, smart. Thank you. Nolan Gorman. Futile. It's futile right now. He's lost. We feel bad for him. We feel compassion. Let's get him out of the fire, and let's get him into the garage, as they say. It's actually a hitting lab, and let's try to rebuild him. Well, why in the heck don't you apply the same standard to Matthew Liberatore? And I like Matthew Liberatore.
Of course.
We're all rooting for him. What the heck is different?
Nothing.
I mean, those guys have at least really in their careers actually showed you something where, you would go, wow. I don't recall many wow moments here, right?
Yeah.
Again, man, I'm sorry. I wish it was working out better.
So this may be a really dumb thought, but I know you can bring a guy up too quickly, obviously. I think a lot of us think that happened to Jordan Walker. He's turned it around in spite of it, but I think maybe we think he's a little mismanaged. Is the opposite true? Can you sometimes leave a guy like maybe Quinn Matthews in AAA too long?
Well, It's interesting you asked that, because I was actually I kind of wanted to go on a discovery mission with him today, and I found out some things. But his stuff for the last 4 starts is just absolutely nasty, except for one thing: he's still having a hard time with his command. He's still walking too many hitters, and that's not a good thing. You do that in the major leagues, you're going to be in trouble. But what's happened down there is his slider. He's kind of known as like the changeup guy, the curveball guy. His slider has been phenomenal. I mean, he's got like his last 4 starts, his strikeout rate on the slider is like the strikeout rate on the slider is like 48%. Swing and miss is like 55%. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So he's now got a huge weapon that he's added to his arsenal. And I got to think he's really close if he's not ready now. He's got great stuff, just great stuff. You'd like to just see the fewer walks. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, and look, Hunter Dobbins is ready.
Well, yeah.
He's major league caliber. By the way, he started yesterday, so he's on the same schedule as Liberatore too. So it would be an easy switcheroo.
And when your minor league pitcher of the year, Bryson Mott. Last year. This is one thing that drives me nuts about all sports teams, and that's just the Cardinals. They'll, whether it's football training camp, hockey training camp, baseball training camp, whatever, they'll sit there, the coach or the manager, assistant coach, they'll sit there and talk about this. Oh man, this guy, wow, what a talent. He's worked so hard. Man, we really look forward to, him helping his team this year. They say that stuff all the time. And then when they have not one, but they have two pitchers in their rotation, 40% of their rotation are two guys that struggle and do not give you innings. Well, where's all this heavy praise? Where's all this glory be to Bryson Motts? And okay, if they're that good, where are they then?
I mean, it's a great question. And again, it's just applying the same logic that they have on 4 or 5 different positions this year.
Right.
You get to a point we're almost into July. Like, it's one thing if you're talking April, even mid-May, like, hey, we can be patient a little bit. You get into June, and now we're getting into later June. We've already seen the precedent. This should be no different if you're being consistent.
Hey, Wheels, in my video today, I name checked you.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
And I said, my friend and colleague at KMOX.
Nice.
Because when I was looking around, this was your thing. And I left Miles Michaelis out of it. But this is your thing. I looked and it's because I was curious. And Liberatore has a 5.23 ERA. Fetty's ERA, Eric Fetty's ERA last year was 5.22.
Yep.
He's Eric Fetty.
Yep.
Except he's left-handed.
Yeah. And the thing is that, like, we're also talking about what's best for the player and his long-term, too. Him going out there and getting rocked because he does not have the fastball command and he does not have the command of his breaking stuff to be successful right now. He's savable, he's salvageable, but continuing to do this at the major league level is not helping him, and it hurts the team. And that's it. Like, I want the guy to be good, but he's not capable of doing this particular job at this particular moment.
Yeah, well, it just gets down to what's the point, right?
Yeah.
Guys, just to let you know, USA just scored their second goal against Australia.
Right. How do you know?
What do you know?
I'm not watching it. I'm monitored. I'm hoping to watch it tonight if I can stay up enough. But if I don't do that, I'm going to watch it tomorrow morning.
Nice.
But if they win, they're into the knockout round, and then if Turkey loses tonight, they win the group. If they provided they hold on and win this,
right?
Yeah.
But you know what I love about this team so far? Listen, I love watching USA soccer play. I do. Live and die with it every time the World Cup rolls around, Copa America rolls around, things like that. But I also have to say, I always wondered why they're so timid on the pitch, where it's almost like they approach these World Cup games in the past for a long time as if like, well, we're not good enough to beat these teams straight up. So we're going to go into a shell and we're going to play it safe and we're going to be cautious and we're not going to attack. And be careful,
Yeah.
Don't do anything crazy, And that you watch that same game over and over and over again, and you see what great athletes they have and how fast they are and how they've grown the national program. And you're like, when are they going to just say, you know what? Screw it.
Yeah.
Let's attack this team and go.
Yeah.
Okay. This coach that they hired, the Argentine that they coached, he has set them free. Finally, they've had like 13,000 coaches, and this is the first guy that says, fellas, you guys are really good. Let's go attack these guys. We'll beat them. You got to believe in yourself. Let's be ruthless. Let's go. This is the first time in my lifetime I have seen this from Team USA.
Bern, we're late again, but I just have one quick question for you. Are you like this in life? Like, are you like pork chops? I can't believe it's pork chops again.
No, not at all. Not at all. And I swear to you, not at all. I get wound up with you guys, man.
I love
it. I do. I do. No, I'm at home. I'm like the quietest person in the face of the earth.
I love it. Tell us about Sleek Burn.
My wife's always asking me, "What's wrong? Are you okay?" I don't talk. So
you need to show her the other Bernie. Yeah, she'll be thanking her lucky stars. Tell us about Sliga before we let you go for the weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Love talking to you guys. Sliga Heating and Cooling, the Daikin Comfort Dealer. Been taking care of us nearly 2 decades, and they've been taking care of St. Louis family since 1927. That's right. They're 100 years in business. Same family. Dan Saliga, the 4th owner, operator of the family business. They've taken great care of us. They've taken great care of all the families. They have a wonderful reputation. They have a tradition of excellence. They have credibility that you build over time that few places can match or even approach. 100 years of great service to St. Louis, 100 years of honest service to St. Louis families, trustworthy service to St. Louis families, applying their professionalism, their knowledge, their credibility, the class that they have when they come into your home. I mean, all of this has been going on for decades, and it's as strong now as it ever been, because Dan Saliga, who runs Saliga Heating and Cooling, the family business, he's proud of it. It means everything to him, and he wants to uphold those standards. He's never going to let that family name go downhill. Never going to let it lapse. That's why you should call Saliga Heating and Cooling if you're not sure who to call, because all these reasons I just said, they have a track record you can count on. And you can take it from me too. They're great at what they do. We could think of no other we would want to call. No offense, but Saliga is the way to go. If you want to find out more, just go to SaligaHeatingCooling.com. That's SaligaHeatingCooling.com.
The soundtrack of classic rock is coming to Hollywood Casino Amphitheater August 6th. Leonard Skinner and Foreigner joining forces for one epic night of legendary hits and unforgettable memories. It's the Double Trouble Double Vision Tour. From Sweet Home Alabama to Cold as Ice. Don't miss your chance to experience these 2 rock and roll Hall of Fame acts in one incredible show. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com. For more info, KMOX.com/events.
Jerry Ricken and Heidi Ricken Provost cover the 3 key pillars of retirement planning: income, risk, and your tax strategy. Join us for Kickin' with the Rickens, redefining retirement, every Saturday at 3 p.m. right here on KMOX.
Broadcasting from the Scott Credit Union Studio, 104.1 FM, KMOX.
I will just say this about Dr. Kathy Maupin and BioBalance Health. If you are over 40, and that's just me talking, I'm not a doctor, but if you're over 40 and you notice that you don't feel as good as you used to, and you might even make jokes like, oh man, I didn't realize 40 was going to feel like this, go get a blood test. And if you get your blood test and it all comes back normal, great. Maybe you just need to eat more, fruits and grains, or exercise a little bit more. Maybe it's not your testosterone. Maybe it's your thyroid. Maybe it's your pre-diabetic. Dr. Maupin is a medical doctor. She's an OBGYN. She'll get to the bottom of it for you, or she can just refer you back to your general practitioner. But if your testosterone is low, male or female, I can tell you from personal experience over the last 7 years, it makes all the difference in the world to have the testosterone pellets. Last year, through my own stupidity, I went about 8 or 9 months over what I should have. Basically didn't have pellets at all in 2025, and I could feel the difference, absolutely feel the difference. Once I got the pellets, it takes about 2 weeks to kick in, and you're just like, it's like when you're a little kid and you're stuck in the middle of the pool and you reach the side and you can finally breathe and feel kind of relieved. That's what it's like. Right next door is BioBalance Skin, Botox, chemical peels, micro needling, the M Face, which I'm going to go in and get. It's like the M Sculpt. It just tightens the muscles in your face. It's like a little miniature facelift without any cutting or pain. For all things Dr. Maupin, go to BioBalanceHealth.com.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
That's why you can't sing anymore. Don't mind us. We're just talking about lead singers.
Yeah.
A couple of fun facts. I thought this was very fun. Sled dogs wear mascara to help cut down the glare of the sun.
Oh,
that's
so it's like eye black, like for athletes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you thought maybe it's Maybelline, you'd be right. According to one musher, they often use a simple waterproof Maybelline mascara.
Man, that's one tough musher.
I want to put mascara on the sleigh dog. That sounds fun.
What a strange sentence.
The sleigh dog.
Wait, what are
Sled.
the sled dog?
It's
yeah.
okay. It's funny.
They could do a sleigh
I like it that
too.
way better because they could
could do
pull.
a sleigh.
Hey, dogs could pull Santa's
It's
sleigh.
like sleigh.
Yeah.
Sleigh dog.
Yeah,
with the
sleigh
mascara.
dog.
There
You just
you
put
go.
a comma in there.
Exactly.
Sleigh dog.
This next story hits a little close to home for me. A study from the University of Calgary found that cannabis exposures causes rats to continue eating even when they are full.
They've got the munchies.
That's right.
I mean, does that surprise anybody?
Yeah, did we really even need a test?
Yeah.
I think you could
It
just.
looks like cannabis works
I
on
think you could have
rats.
just asked a whole bunch of people, and they would be like, "Yep."
If God is a rat or a monkey, we are screwed.
Or a rabbit.
Or a cow.
Oh man,
just screwed.
it's just over.
You kidding me? Oh, man. We didn't talk much about the president today. We'll talk a little bit about it in the next segment because we have Alvin Reed coming up. But Iran are not good guys. They're one of their biggest pop stars, a female, beautiful young 29-year-old woman. They just found footage of one of her live performances from 2 years ago, and they have sentenced her and her entire staff to 74 lashes because she performed without a burqa. 2026, grown-ass, professional, successful woman going to get lashed 74 times because she performed in public without a burqa. Jesus. Tell you guys about my friend Susan L. Ward. Susan is a great friend of mine. She's a really cool person, absolutely smart as a whip, scary as hell. She is one of the nicest, sweetest people, but man, would I not want to go up against her in a divorce case. She takes no prisoners. Now, not to say that if you guys are, being amicable, which you absolutely should try to do, try to work through it yourselves. Be reasonable. Be generous. That's my best advice. But if the other side is not, you want someone like Susan L. Ward on your side to make sure that you are protected. She will offer you a free 15-minute phone consultation. My advice is write down 5 or 10 questions. Make them as specific as you want. She will give you specific answers. 314-783-9400. Before you talk to anyone about divorce, talk to Susan L. Ward, STLFamilyLaw.com.
We are on the biggest stage in the world right now, and I am talking about soccer. The whole world is paying attention, and FanDuel has decided to change the game. And as you know, if you bet soccer, that sometimes your player gets subbed out, and then what happens? Your bet goes with them. Well, FanDuel says we have a better way to do it. That's not happening anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues with the substitute. So you are still in it until the final whistle. Just go to FanDuel.com/Missouri to get started now. I've been telling you about this app for many, many months. I love using it. It's easy to use. All the information you need is right there. FanDuel.com/Missouri. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. Must be 21 or over and present in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Amendment 4 on the August ballot hides some ugly facts. It would create a new minority veto power, but only for ballot issues that are citizen-led.
I just say no to that.
Amendment 4 permanently ends majority rule for citizen-led ballot issues.
I'm a no on 4.
Politicians put Amendment 4 on the ballot to severely limit citizens' constitutional power.
I say no on 4.
4 is a power grab by politicians. It lets one congressional district veto reforms backed by the majority of voters statewide, giving as few as 5% of voters control over the rest of us.
That's why I say no to 4.
4 would make it nearly impossible to rein in out-of-control politicians.
I say heck no.
4 takes away our constitutional power we've used for over 100 years to pass reforms that politicians wouldn't. Keep majority rule and your power. Just say no to Amendment 4. It's an ugly politician power grab. Paid for by Missourians for Fair Governance.
Celebrating 100 years of informing and entertaining. KMOX AM St. Louis. KMOX FM Hazelwood. The voice of St. Louis.
At 3 o'clock, it's a cloudy sky. Right now, 83 degrees downtown at the Arch. The I-44 sinkhole closure in downtown St. Louis is going to last at least another week. MoDOT says crews have switched to a different repair method to try to shorten the timeline after original materials weren't readily available and would have delayed reopening for weeks. The water main break at Broadway and Biddle exposed a bridge footing. MoDOT says initial design plans are still being submitted. Until then, westbound I-44 remains cut off at Tucker, eastbound at the Poplar Street Bridge, and South Broadway is closed at Biddle in both directions. The Eads Bridge remains open. One of the organizers of the recall petition against the Festus mayor and 3 council members is suing after they voted against placing their own recalls on the ballot. Attorney Steve Jeffrey is representing the man who brought the suit and says they violated state statute by not voting to place the recalls on the ballot.
The city council took it upon themselves to conduct their own examination and make their own certification or purported certification of the legitimacy of and sufficiency of the petitions.
Jeffrey said he anticipates the city dragging its feet, but is hopeful the petition will move quickly because of its narrow scope. KMOX has reached out to the Festus city attorney seeking reaction, but has not yet heard back.
ABC News, I'm Wayne Cabot. New this afternoon, the Justice Department says it will defy a federal judge's order for Todd Blanche, the acting attorney general, to sign a statement that verifies President Trump's $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund will not be resurrected. The DOJ saying such declarations are unnecessary. A ceasefire began today between Israel and Hezbollah in Lebanon, but can it hold? ABC's Britt Clennett in Jerusalem.
The White House insists there's now a ceasefire, but Israel's far-right ultra-nationalists have come out with some very strong words, including one of them saying that all of Lebanon must burn.
Talks are off between the U.S. and Iran, with Vice President Vance being called away from today's scheduled session in Switzerland. Flash flood warnings across parts of Texas and Georgia. 2 to 3 inches of rain per hour. Level 3 of 5 risk tomorrow for severe storms across the Central Plains. This is ABC News.
It's a good-looking Friday afternoon around town. Plenty of sunshine, and we'll take 84 degrees. Humidity levels fairly comfortable. Tonight, partly cloudy, upper 70s this evening, 66 for the low. Enjoy. The weekend, Father's Day weekend, and summer officially begins early on Sunday morning. Saturday, partly sunny, 86, no concerns. Saturday night, clouds take over. There'll be a couple of showers and thunder showers around, especially late night, but limited. Sunday, Father's Day, periods of showers and thunderstorms. Severe weather will be pretty hard to find, but there could be some heavy downpours, and I think we'll squeeze out a little bit of dry time on Sunday. But think an unsettled day. 85 for the high. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Cloudy sky, 83 downtown at the Arch. I'm Michael Calhoun, KMOX News.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Welcome back, DGS 303. Happy Friday. Happy Juneteenth. Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. Happy Father's Day, brother.
Thank you very much, man.
Very welcome.
We're going out to dinner. My treat. I don't know how that.
Yeah, well, Happy Father's Day.
Well, I said I want to all get together, so I guess I figured if I'm going to round up the whole crew, I may as well.
Yeah.
Well, Carbon and I.
That's Alvin Reed. Yeah. Mostly for the DGS, but he's also in a little PBS show.
A little one.
So we usually talk about sports, or we just screw around or something, but I haven't talked about the president. Some important stuff, some not so important, but interesting stuff. Let me just kind of go down the list.
All right.
You got the reflecting pool, which I don't blame Trump. I think he spent too much money. I think he hired his buddy like he always does. I don't think they did a good job. But now not only is it full of algae, but the liner's evidently coming apart.
It's peeling from the hydrogen peroxide.
From the hydrogen peroxide.
God.
Right.
It's almost like you could have asked somebody who knows those things that might figure out how to do this the right way.
It's funny. I don't know nothing about nothing, but when I saw the video of 500 guys pouring gallon, containers of hydrogen peroxide, I thought, I wonder if that's going to have some effect on the liner. I mean, it just makes sense. Then he did an interview just yesterday where he said there are no limits to his power. He did a post 2 nights ago where he compared himself to Hitler, Mao, and Genghis Khan, saying that he's literally the most powerful person on the planet, which may be true, but you don't say that stuff. He said that the Prime Minister of Italy begged him for a photo at the G7, and he didn't want to do it. He didn't even have to talk to her, but he felt bad for her, so he did it. She's called him a liar to his face today, said he completely fabricated that story. And by the way, I had a trip planned to the White House, and I'm not coming. So it just, right, we're laughing.
I know.
But what else are you going to do?
We have an impetuous child as the president of the United States. And like I said, we the people elected Donald Trump to be president of the United States.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, Republican and Democrat. Democrats, if you did vote or you don't care enough to have gotten out there, or for some reason you usually vote Democratic and for some reason you felt compelled this go around. I mean, I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just saying that, there was a role that was played by the 70 million people who voted for him. Not all of them were Republicans. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, this is what you get. And I think, I think this peace agreement with Iran is put him in a place where he's kind of unraveling. I think this time people are just looking at him like, you really did this. You really did this. We bombed these people, and now we're going to pay for everything. And basically, they are coming out of it with more than they had before all this started. Is it best like that?
And not are they coming out with it with hundreds of billions of dollars. They're coming out of it with the practical knowledge that, we can shut down the strait.
Yeah.
Anytime we want.
Anytime we want. Exactly. And while, obviously their feelings are clear about Israel, Israel didn't get a whole lot out of this either. It's like, oh, no, our buddy and partner and Donald Trump, we launched into this without the approval of the majority, not the approval, but most people who in the United States, poll after poll after poll, said like, nah, this is not a good idea. I don't agree with this. And I think he thought there'd be some solution that would change people's minds. Well, all it did was make even more people say like, wait, we surrendered to Iran. They didn't surrender to us. It's just, and so this latest 2 days has just been, I think he's just kind of grasping at straws. Yeah. And, you know, I mean, the UFC event on the White House lawn came and went. And
did you think the thing that fighter said about Michelle Obama being a man, did you think that, I'm not a big denouncer, right? But I thought as the sitting president who invited that guy, he should have denounced
He would
that.
never ever do that. And see, that's what I'm saying. I didn't expect him to. You know, I didn't expect much from the Republican Party on that. Okay. They felt like saying something, but like I said, let's get back to the impetuous child. I told her like, hey man, that treaty was a complete blunder. What were you thinking? All right. That's one thing. But if I was a Republican, I came out and said like, Donald Trump ought to be ashamed of himself for that. And he should have denounced that person and spoke strongly that he was wrong. Well, that's the person Donald Trump would try to run out of office and destroy.
Right.
You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, so they said, like, look, that's not worth the fight. Sad as it is, but I think there are a lot of people who say, like, that's just not even worth me drawing the ire of this guy. Because, what was it? UFC event. You know, some half crazy dude anyway said some ridiculous stuff. And it's all fine and dandy, you know, like it's like, ugh. The whole thing is just like, but I'll tell you what, when this was first announced, I thought it was going to be on the 4th of July. When it was first announced months or a year ago or whatever, I thought it was going to be on the 4th of July. And it really hadn't, I was like, man, how embarrassing is this? Well, it was embarrassing anyway, unbiased in humble opinion. But at least it wasn't on the 4th of July.
Yes.
I thought this was really going to take place on 4th of July.
Well, now isn't the 4th of July he's saying it's a Trump rally? Like, that's what it is.
Yeah, right. And,
right.
Well,
he's not even pretending.
Right. He, you know, was going to have the concerts, and then everybody said, nah, I'll pass on that. And then said, well, we're canceling the concerts. And,
which I have to say, as a musician, as a living sentient mammal, when I saw the list of who they invited, not who turned them down.
Right.
Just the fact that you invited all those guys.
Yeah.
You know, Milli Vanilli, and I'm just like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I don't know.
And then they said no.
And they said no.
Do you know how bad it has to be for Milli Vanilli to say no?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I mean,
Yes.
exactly. And it's...
How do we come back from this?
Oh, it's very easy.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. You turn the page. You say,
Man,
like,
I wish I had your temperament.
I mean, I honestly think that you turn the page.
The problem is we've got a lot of imitators now.
Yeah, but nobody...
We got a lot of people that are trying to play those same games on local levels, state levels.
But I think it all still like folds back just a little bit. Look, when the cult leader goes, somebody always tries to step in. That's it. That's the end of the cult. Now, I'm not calling these people cult members. I'm just saying that I think there is a mentality that there will be a lot of I am Donald Trumps and they will not be Donald Trump. And I think people will understand that moderation in the Republican Party is going to be called for. So they're going to start going back. I mean, this could all start in November. I don't know what's going to happen in November, but if as much as the House is lost and Democrats are now in control in the House, then some of the Republicans in the Senate don't have to walk lockstep with the president. Now, all of a sudden, look, the House passed a bill.
Yeah.
And we're going to vote with it, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that will be the beginning. But then 2 years from now, we'll be moving on from this. Because this childishness has already worn thin.
Yeah. Rach?
No, I mean, I think Alvin brings up such a great point. No one's going to be a kingmaker the way that Trump is. And he brings up a great point in that there are plenty of Republican lawmakers out there who are unhappy with the way things are. They just don't have they don't have a rational path out. They're held hostage by the situation right now. Once the president is out, I'm not saying we're going to snap back to like exactly how it was before. No, the standard is going to be forever lowered, but I do believe the standard will be higher than it is now.
Yeah. What the line of the standard is the standard. Right now, there is no standard.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we'll get back to the standard is the standard in that we know we can do better than this, and I think people will do better than we are doing right now.
Well, here's my worry, though. We've now shown every jerk how things work and how you can behave to get people to go with you. I mean, there's a game plan out there now that shows you be a bully, never apologize, attack people hard, and there's a certain group of people that will follow you.
Well, but I don't think it'll ever get to that 37% that Trump seems to carry. Wherever he goes.
But my question, the legit question, not trying to pick a fight in this case. We only know that Trump's the one that started it because he's the first to do it. That doesn't mean others can't.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm saying that I don't think the margins of elections and things like that are very small. I mean, look how close the House is and the Senate is. No matter what's going on, the House and the Senate are very, very close. 3-4% of the voting electorate can just say like, okay, I'm off the Trump train. I'm not voting. That's another thing that a lot of these people who are dead set on voting and being politically active will no longer be politically active once Donald Trump is not president of the United States. They are involved because of him, and they will cease being involved once he has gone away. That's a 2%, 3% right there. There'll be another 3 or 4% that can get off the crazy train without, complication. And then that's what I'm saying. I think that
I think that's a lot of faith in what the past used to be, and I'm not sure we're ever going back to that.
Niels, think about after January 6th. By all means, like, we all thought Trump was done, and there was certainly like a hole to be filled, but no one there, and it wasn't for lack of trying that there wasn't a Republican to like kind of come snatch that crown and like, okay, I'm gonna run in 2024 and I'm gonna be the next president. There's a reason why he was completely out and then suddenly he was back on top. It's because he does command his presence is going to bring out people who don't come out otherwise.
Right, but 12 years of getting used to that. If someone is charismatic enough to have the same message and deliver it, I'm not convinced that many people are going to jump off. I want to believe that they will. But okay. I'm not sure. I mean, we think about how much the world has changed just since 2020. And things like, are we ever going back to before 2020? I don't think we are. Just like we never went back to before 9/11. And I'm not saying this is that level. It's not a pandemic. It's not a terrorist attack. But it's a lot more sustained. 12 years of the same tactics, the same argumentative nature, the same name calling, the same everything,
right.
And it's not waned at all.
Well, I agree with you on that. That's why I said earlier, like, the standard will be forever lowered. Like, we can never fully come back to like, and everyone's nice again. Everyone's decent and behaves the way they're supposed to. I just don't think we're going to have the cult of personality anytime soon that rises to the level that Trump is at.
I agree. And Wheels, you might be right, man.
We also don't have anybody that's countering it right now either. There's no counter message or counter personality or anything like. It's just a vacuum.
I agree. And I will say this. Maybe I do have more faith kind of than you do in how we will.
I mean, I hope you guys are right.
Right. And I also will admit that I could be wrong. Now, let's go back, 2.5 years now. I could have ran for president and probably done better than Kamala Harris did. All right. That was a mistake. And the late Ray Hartman said it, and I thought it 2 years, but he said, like, Ray said the day after Biden was sworn in, he should have said, I'm here 4 years. Get it together, people, because you got 4 years to deal with the specter of what is coming. Any thought that Donald Trump was not going to run for president again and win the nomination was naive. So the whole thing should have been, we got 4 years to decide who's running. And during that 4 years, somebody who we do not know, could have been somebody in the House, could have been a governor, could have been somebody, would have brought that message or brought this thing.
This is part of why I'm not sure it's ever going to change, because I don't think the Democratic Party's got anything going. They got no future plan. It doesn't look like anybody's the guy
and
or
the
the
polling
lady.
shows that Democrats feel that way too.
I know, and you look at how they handle every opportunity. You had a golden opportunity, and you just fumble it. That's part of the reason why I'm thinking it may not go back to that, because you got to have a competent opposition if you're going to defeat the champ.
But I think what was getting in the way was the sitting president. And I'm not talking about his health issues 4 years ago. I think the whole idea where he was going to run for re-election should have been just snuffed out from the get. It's like, you're not running.
Sure, but I mean, this is not new. 2016 was chaos with the Democrats. They just basically kicked all the Bernie bros out, which is part of the reason why they lost, because they lost support of people they needed because they don't do things smartly.
Well, I agree with you. Yeah. I agree with you 100%. I'm just saying that led to where we are now.
Yeah.
Maybe lesson learned. I was asked, I may be on this show, another one, like, who you think, and I said, like, the Democratic nominee for president in 2028, we don't know right now. It will not be Gavin Newsom. It might be Shapiro, Pennsylvania, but right now we don't know. I honestly think it's going to be somebody. So
what if they were kind of pushing Kamala? Would you be on?
No. Oh, no. I mean, right. Oh, no. Right. And I said that. That was it. I don't know. Just my answer. What about her? She's not going to get the nomination? No way. No way. Nah. Been there, done that.
Let's do this. Let's take a quick break, come back with more of Alvin Reed. I have, I think, an interesting question when we come back. Tell you about First Missouri Credit Union. I've been with them now for 3 years, and it's just all good. It's all happiness. It's all flowers and puppies. They're very, very nice. They have beautiful facilities down on Lemay Ferry. They have the lowest rates if you want to get a car loan. They will do signature loans for you because you're a member of the credit union. They have 4.27% that they pay you on your checking account up to $100,000. They have this system with all the other credit unions, not only in St. Louis but in the world, where you can go to one closer to you, which I do now. I still go down to Lemay Ferry, a couple times a month, say hello to Steve, the CEO. They're my client. But if I just want to quick and nasty deposit a check, get some cash out, do something like that, there's a credit union 1 block from the studio. I go in, let them know I'm with First Missouri. Cool. I do all my business. 314-544-5050, the number 1, stmocu.org.
Every week on the Moth Podcast, you'll hear true stories that will intrigue you, inspire you, and make you laugh.
He said, is there anything in your diet that might be spiking your blood sugar? I said, sometimes I eat pizza until I'm unconscious. He said, I think that might be it.
For real stories live on stage from comedians, astronauts, accountants, farmers, and people just like you, follow and listen to The Moth wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WebNow1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Paramount Men's Medical Center restores men's sex lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Paramount Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Paramount Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 314-720-8444. 314-720-8444. Take control of your sex life. Call now. 314-720-8444.
Your bathroom should feel less routine and more daily escape. At Michael's Baths, they can transform ordinary bathrooms into a beautiful, comfortable space for homeowners across St. Louis and surrounding areas. And now they're introducing new premium walls. If you love the look of stone without the upkeep, you're going to love this. Sleek, durable, designed to elevate your space. For a limited time, enjoy a free range shower head or upgrade with safety features like grab bars or a built-in seat. Call Michael's Baths today and schedule a free consultation. 636-775-0800.
I'm Matt Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. I've had the privilege of seeing miracles, broken families rebuilt, every crash, every workplace injury, every medical mistake. Fighting back can work. We've gone toe-to-toe with insurance giants, and we've won a lot. Over $30 billion recovered. Size matters. Reputation matters. Results matter. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements. Past results afford no guarantee of future results. Every case is different and must be judged on its own merits.
One city, one voice. KMOX, the voice of St. Louis.
You like this one, Wheels?
Back in the day, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alvin Reed is with us from Donnybrook. I thought this was their best song.
This one?
Wasn't a cherry pie guy.
There were some other ones, probably deeper cuts that were probably better songs, but these were the best hits.
Yeah. Okay, here's my question. All right. And it's a bit of an existential question, but I'm curious about your answers.
Okay.
Whether we like it, we love it, we hate it, we loathe it, we have elected Donald Trump twice.
Yes.
What does that say to you about our country?
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I mean, it's old school. It's like you knew what was coming, and people warned you what was coming, and so you just kind of got spoon-fed it for the last 2 years, and you're gonna, gotta hang on another 2 years. I mean, basically, that's all. Now, where was the country at, or at least where was leadership at, out of the White House, at the time? And that's Democrats' fault. That is not Republicans' fault. That's Democrats' fault. I think they could have put things in place to where Donald Trump could have won the nomination, but not won the White House. But, the president decided he was going to run after just a frightening performance, in a debate. And then that brought to light the whole idea where, the Democrats really did have this guy propped up there. Why? Should it, like I said, should have taken a different stance on that way much earlier. Then you should have had a for real primary. I don't care how much it costs. I don't care if I don't care if Democrats decided who was going to run for president a month before the election. Should have had a true primary process, which they did not do, which was a horrible mistake. And so that's what you got. So that it set it all up for Donald Trump.
Man, Alvin, you're absolutely right, because even if Kamala would have won, that shadow would have been hanging over the entire presidency. Just the fact that she wasn't elected. She wasn't
chosen.
We didn't elect her to be the candidate.
Right. And that should never be. Right. And I think there had to be some way. Even if you just said, we're going to have a Democratic caucus convention in every state. And cast votes based upon who your elected officials are. Just something. Anything would have been better than what transpired. That was just silly. And it played out like that. I mean, God bless her, but that was a mistake. Yeah. I'd tell her that. My sorority sister.
Yeah.
She's AKA. So's my wife. So's my mom. But hey.
I mean, if you're in that position, if someone came, well, not me, but if someone came to me and said, look, this is really unconventional, but we want you to run for president, it would be hard to say no.
It would be hard to say no. At the same time, I think I could figure out that, okay, I'm going to lose. And I don't want to carry the fact that I lost the rest of my life. You're not going to blame me. Let's have a fair process. If I win a primary, then but this whole I'm just selected to run. I don't care. I don't care. Like, well, we might lose the black vote. Well, what are black people getting out of this now?
Yeah,
not a whole lot.
Yeah. All right, buddy. Happy Father's Day.
Back at you,
Have a great
man.
weekend.
You got plans?
They're both out of town.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, this is the first time in my life. They're both out of town.
Okay. All
so
right.
I'll probably go east side. Tell you guys about Dr. Corey Solman. Corey is an orthopedic surgeon. He is a wizard, dude, man. This guy, he is an amazing surgeon. And I met Corey because one of my other docs who's a surgeon scrubbed in with Corey. I believe they were actually like amputating a guy's leg. And I'm like, oh, my gosh, who's this Corey guy? And he told me all about him, and I met him, and I just kind of fell in love with him. Just a cool dude. And I've been doing Livestorm now for about 18 years. He's the real deal. So if you're going to know if you need an orthopedic surgeon, you know, you're going to have a pretty bad injury. You know, like when my mom fell and, you know, broke her femur, had to get a rod put in there, knee replacements, hip replacements, shoulder surgeries, anything like that. Please, please, even if you go to another doctor and get another opinion, go see Dr. Corey Solman. He is a Midwest orthopedic and spine specialist out in the Chesterfield Valley. Call his office. Make sure you save from the DGS. He'll probably grease the wheels, wedge in there a little early. 636-231-5881. SolmanOrthopedics.com.
Before a nation, there was an idea. Before freedom, there was a sacrifice. This year, KMOX marks America's 250th birthday. Step into history with John Hancock and Michael Kelly, Sunday mornings at 8, as they pull you into the moment where everything was on the line. This is the sound of a nation being born. Celebrate America, 250 years strong, with Hancock and Kelly, Sunday mornings at 8, only on KMOX.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-909-9696. 800-909-9696.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Traffic from the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
Are moles tearing up your yard? Don't let these lawn invaders turn your beautiful property into a mess. Rottler Pest Solutions offers professional mole control services to protect your lawn from damage. Visit Rottler.com today to schedule your free inspection.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon?
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Get inside your Redbirds in the 2026 season every Tuesday at noon. It's All Access with Cardinals manager Ollie Marmol on your voice of the Cardinals, KMOX.
It's 3:33, and this time check is brought to you by Paramount Men's Medical Center.
Wheels, can you tell I built the song list today with you in mind?
The old 80s hair band?
Couple of nods, trying to...
Yeah, I heard that.
Make them palatable.
You had some White Lion yesterday.
I did.
Yeah, where's the Motley Crue?
Coming up.
All right.
Dave Murray joins us.
Kickstart my heart, man.
From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center. Hello, Dave.
Hello there. Happy Father's Day to you guys.
You too, buddy. You too.
Going to be weird not having your kids there.
It is. Yeah, I rented a couple. So
hey,
okay.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah. Probably better than my crappy kids.
It's me and Rach.
Yeah. I'm going to take Wheels and Rach to Dave and Buster's.
There you go.
That sounds fun.
Give them each $20 and let them go crazy.
Let them go.
Dude, I loved Dave and Buster's.
Me
It's
too.
great. I still do.
Yeah.
We should go as a show. It would be fun.
The food is great.
It is very good.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
When are we going?
I'll go anytime, man.
When are we going?
We can go on Father's Day if you want to.
I got to drive right by and come in and work every day, man. It's right there.
I'm telling you, Phoebe Glover has two weird talents. You know, the big claw machine? She can just take things at will. I mean, it's just not even fair. And then the big tower with the lights where you have to hit it, and wherever it stops is the number of tickets you get. Twice I've seen that little mofo hit the jackpot. She just like her eyes roll back in her head, and then she's like, gang, 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 and
It's
she
like
hits it.
Minority Report or
Yeah,
something.
it's really weird. So
Ooh, I'm looking at the Dave & Buster's menu right now.
Yeah, it's good food.
good chicken tenders.
Looking at Philly cheesesteak egg rolls. Yes. I love stuff
We
like
gotta
that.
Dave, I bet you got a lot of Dave & Buster's in Laguna, don't you?
Oh yeah, I've never been to one.
Oh, you're missing
All
out.
right,
No,
road
there's
trip.
not.
I want to
no.
see Dave Murray
Stuff
on
like,
Dance Dance Revolution.
Stuff like that is not allowed in Laguna.
Oh,
Chains are not allowed.
Wow.
Now, with that said, there was a stretch back in the 80s. I think Jack in the Box got in.
I say there's no McDonald's there?
Nope.
Wow.
Damn.
You name them, they're not there. They're not there.
Wow.
Yeah, and some of it has to do with the population of Newport Beach, Dana Point, and Laguna Beach is much smaller than the big chains want. Even though we get like 6 million tourists a year, it's not that attractive. Plus the towns, all three of them make it very difficult.
Are you a fan of that?
No, because at least in Laguna, we've got some empty storefronts, and I think some changes have to be made.
You could fill all those with Taco Bells.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there used to be a Taco Bell here.
Oh.
It got kind of grandfathered in, but they left, and a place called the Taco Stand took over, which is much more popular.
I say that might be better.
If you guys could only have one fast food restaurant in your town, you only have access to this one fast food, which one you going?
McDonald's.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I don't do much fast food, but it would be Chick-fil-A, I think.
What about you, Dave?
I think, McDonald's is sort of America's restaurant.
Yeah.
You know?
I like
And as much as I've had it, it's still kind of magical to me because as a kid, there was a mystique. Believe it or not, kids, when we were young, you didn't just go to McDonald's.
No, it wasn't a common thing.
It was exciting.
Oh, no.
It was very rare.
Big deal.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Absolutely.
And then you got into high school, and the only places you went were McDonald's, Burger King, and Taco Bell.
Oh man, one of the McDonald's in Alton would have like a basket out with packs of free cookies when they did the shortbread cookies.
Oh yeah,
like in the shape of like Ronald and Grimace and stuff.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah.
Oh man, me and my classmates abused that so hard, like just stuffing our pockets with the bags of cookies.
I'm telling you, I'm such a weird criminal. When in 6th grade, when we were leaving the school at 3 p.m., there was a guy standing outside handing out Bibles, and I got back in line like 10 times and got 10 Bibles. No one
When are
needs
you gonna
10
have
Bibles.
an opportunity like this?
I know. I was just like,
you're going to hell for that,
I
Dave.
know. I know. I kept 10 kids from South Roxana from getting the Word of God.
Uh-oh.
I got bigger fish to fry than that. So.
Was it a full Bible? Like the whole thing?
Believe it or not, I didn't read it. So,
Well, because sometimes those do just the little
Did you just
New
read the
Testament.
headline?
could have been one of those things where you put a gun on the inside. I don't know.
I have 10 of them stacked on my bookshelf.
Yeah. So, Dave, Sunday's going to be interesting, right?
Yeah, it's still, it's a 50-50 weekend. We're fine tonight. We're fine tomorrow. Tomorrow's a pretty nice day. 86, partly sunny skies. Saturday evening is fine. In fact, most of Saturday night is dry. The next system comes in. Low pressure moves up on the Missouri-Iowa border, drags a cold front our way. So there's kind of two waves that I think, but periods of rain and thunderstorms on Father's Day, on Sunday, also the first day of summer. But there's a shot of rain and thunderstorms first thing in the morning. Then I think there'll be a break, and then there's another shot later on in the day. Even though I'm going periods of rain and thunderstorms, it's not an all-day rain. There will be some dry time, but it's an unsettled day. And when the storms fire up, still a lot of questions of how strong they will be, but guarantee they'll be very efficient and they'll produce some very heavy rainfall. So certainly expect some downpours with the thunderstorms. Rain and thunderstorms continue Sunday night. Then Monday, it's all gone. Northwest flow opens up again, partly sunny and cooler, 78 degrees. So far, the summer forecast working out really well with this back and forth of the northwest flow.
Yeah, great. Headlines, Rach?
Yes, we've been talking about the World Cup quite a bit, and people from other countries are coming to the U.S. to enjoy the World Cup. Something else they're enjoying quite a bit is ranch dressing.
We don't have ranch dressing?
Yeah, I've seen that.
We are introducing ranch dressing to so many different nations, and they love it so much that TSA has actually stepped in and said, like, hey, you can't take a giant bottle of ranch in your carry-on. You have to check that. We're really tired of telling people this. Please stop doing this. And they said, please avoid chugging your ranch outside security.
Oh, boy.
They might have just been trying to be cute by saying that, but no, apparently it's a real thing. Like, people are trying to bring it back home in their carry-ons, and you can't bring that much liquid. So
it is one of the cool things about having the World Cup here in the age of social media.
it is
Because
fun.
we're seeing all of these cool things. I mean, you're seeing a lot of the Europeans. It's the ranch dressing. It's the fact that everybody has air conditioning.
Mhm.
They're like, this is great. We don't even have air conditioning at our homes, let alone everywhere you go. I saw one guy doing the Wendy's where you dip the fries into the Frosty, and he's like, this should be gross, but it's the most amazing thing ever.
We know how to have fun around here,
Yeah.
okay? Like, you could say a lot of things about the United States, but
we're fun.
We like to eat. We like to push it to the max.
Yeah, there was one guy that was making the point, too, that he was like, he was mad at people in Europe for crapping on Americans because he made it seem like he didn't want to come here. And it was like he thought everybody was crazy and everything. He's like, man, it's awesome. Everybody's having fun. There's all kinds of good food. People are friendly. Why do we have this really bad impression? Well, probably because of a few leaders who set a bad example.
Right.
Well, we've been talking a lot about the teen takeovers here in the
Yeah.
city of St. Louis. We're not alone in those. That's happening in other places all over the country. But teenagers are just making poor choices everywhere. And the police have come out and said that a new viral challenge could get teens killed. It's called the Door Kick Challenge.
Oh, for God's sake.
So teens will put on a mask and they'll wear hoodies and they'll rush up to strangers' homes, kick or bang on the front door, and then sprint away.
Somebody will definitely.
Yeah,
get
somebody's
killed.
going to get shot.
You could do that in 1977.
Well, you can do the ding-dong ditch thing now, but, boy, you show up on somebody's front door with a mask on.
Kicking.
Look out.
Kicking and
trying to
banging
kick
Also,
your
by
door.
the way, kicking in a door with a mask on is also called breaking and entering. Yeah.
Well, and in Florida, they have a stand your ground law that allows residents to use weapons against someone they reasonably think is breaking in. So if you have a
And
mask
somebody
and a
kicking
hood
at your
on,
door is pretty reasonable.
there you go. I mean, why do we call it a challenge? A door kick challenge? What, like, you know that phrase, like, oh, if all your friends were jumping off the bridge, would you do it too? Like, it's the bridge jumping challenge. I'm so
There's
tired.
Grandma
of it.
Rachel. Grandma Rachel is here.
I know.
Is it fair for me to suggest that the reason these things keep happening, whether it's the takeovers, all that, is because there just aren't any consequences? Nothing happens to you. Nothing. So why wouldn't you do these dumb things if nothing happens to you?
I mean, that's what kept me from doing all my dumb things.
I know. That's what kept me from doing dumb things, too, was knowing my ass was grass if I did it.
You rhymed.
Well, I was also I mean, kids have been bad forever. I just feel like with the internet, all of the bad kids from all over the country can connect with each other and inspire
Influence each other.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, I gotta do this even stupider thing to show up.
Remember
the
the
person
milk
the
crate
next state
challenge?
over. Yeah. That was really dumb.
People are breaking their legs like crazy.
People ended up in hospitals because it's stupid and dangerous. Yeah.
Okay, 2 stories about films. There was a forthcoming movie about the CEO of OpenAI, St. Louis's Sam Altman, but they have canceled that from streaming on Amazon Prime because Sam Altman has some new business deals with Jeff Bezos, and this movie was not going to be super flattering towards Sam Altman. So
what did they think it was going to be?
So they killed it because Bezos started doing business with him.
Correct. And I'm assuming Sam Altman said, hey, can you help me out here? Amazon saying the film will, quote, be better served if it were released by a different studio.
Hey, companies do that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All the time.
It's just interesting. I always pay attention to the Sam Altman news just because he's from here, and this guy is influencing society in ways we don't even fully understand at this point. One more story for you guys. Another one about movies. There's a How the Grinch Stole Christmas sequel in development.
Stop it.
And Jim Carrey is in talks to return. This is over 25 years after they first brought the Grinch to life on the big screen.
I've said this before, but I am so tired of the celebrities from my generation. I don't want to see Jim Carrey do one more thing. I certainly don't want to see him be the Grinch again because the first one sucked. I'm tired of Ben Stiller's ass up on a float in the New York Knicks parade. Get off that float. You didn't do anything.
You really didn't. You didn't win the championship.
We don't need another Grinch movie.
Was Timothy Chalamet on the float?
Oh, yeah. He had a microphone, and he's doing the Timmy. You know, it's just...
Everybody do the Timmy.
Everyone do the Timmy.
What's the Timmy?
Oh, you know.
Just
You've
being
seen the
him?
Timmy.
Yeah.
Just being him.
Whenever he's acting like
Just
himself.
Just being all wee.
Waif of a guy.
Yeah. Thank you, Dave. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Let Rachel and I tell you about Lombardo Homes. I'm going to let her do the heavy lifting because she's way better at it. But I can tell you that the people at Lombardo are essentially the same people I met 18 years ago. Mike Van Pamble, the president, Mel, who we just absolutely adore. They're good people. I've been like in Mike's house when someone was complaining about something, and he felt like it was a silly complaint, but he didn't get mad, and he didn't be like, you tell them that we'll see them at Gordy. He's like, let's take care of it. Just whatever they want to do, let's take care of it. Let's make them happy. Those are the kind of people you're dealing with. Whether you are getting your first home and you want to build the perfect home for you, whether this is your fourth home and you're retired and you're an empty nester and you just want to downsize and maybe do a house, 60% the size of your last house, whatever you want to do, wherever you want to do it, Lombardo Homes can make it happen.
Dave, I love that you told that story about the way Lombardo handles a problem because you're right. They don't get phased. They've done this so many times. Every challenge is going to be met with experience, and there's nothing to worry about when you're working with Lombardo Homes. You need to check out these 2 brand new opportunities in St. Charles County. Crooked Creek at Cottleville Trails. These are some new townhomes from the high 300s. And then we have South Point Estates with 3+ acre home sites. Just the perfect setting for your custom dream home. Visit LombardoHomes.com to learn more about these exciting new communities and to learn about Anywhere Lombardo, which is Lombardo's Build on Your Lot program. That website again, LombardoHomes.com.
Retirement. Exciting in one way, scary in others. How do you find the financial advisor that covers all the bases? Join Greg Ayler Saturdays at 1 on Fire Your Financial Advisor.
Get ready for a night back with legendary hits and non-stop energy. Brian Adams is bringing the Roll with a Bunches tour to Enterprise Center Friday, July 24th.
Hello, this is Brian Adams.
Sing along to the classics as Brian Adams delivers an unforgettable night of rock anthems. Plus, special guests Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo. Brian Adams, July 24th.